Alright, hello, Stargazers, welcome in, welcome in. How's everybody doing today? Hope everyone is doing alright. Hello. Hello, Johnny Virgil, hello, MG, hello, Janu, hello, some guy, hello, Arcu, hello, Sime0, hello, White Zengetsu, hello, Stockler, hello, Raoul, hello, Austin Fox, hello, KLMX, welcome in. Hello, I'm not robot, good afternoon. Hello, Blood Suli, hello, Thupatebra, hello, not Hitori. Hope today's stream isn't as scuffed as last Tuesday's. I still don't know what happened. I'm so sorry about that. I don't understand how that happened. Also, thank you, Zengetsu. I appreciate it. Hang on a sec. And that, thank you. Hello. I hope everyone is doing alright today. Yeah, I don't know what happened Tuesday. I apologize for that. Between the Twitch chat going out and YouTube, like, not being okay, I don't know what happened. hello, Catch. I don't understand what happened with that. It's been an interesting day so far today. There's been a lot of, like, back and forth of confusion and things, but I think we're at least all set, in terms of stream. I think stream should be good, at least, so that's good. Yellow? I think that I think this is sort of like an in-between, between Ideal City, and what we can do before the next upcoming event. But today is basically going to be focused on Angelina. Which, I like Angelina. She seems really cool. I mean, I'm very, very Volpo biased, but you know, Saturday will be epic. I'm excited for Saturday. I'm glad that we, like, were able to get... I was worried that we wouldn't be able to get through everything, in terms of getting it ready for Saturday. So I'm glad that we were sort of, like, able to get through Ideal City and everything. Fox Limbo, there you go. Glazing Angelina. We're very ready. I'm excited. But I'm so nervous because there's so many things that are overlapping at the same time with that. Like, they have the video and art thing, which is super intimidating. And then I'm trying to also get a video out at some point that I have to get done in, like, the next week. I don't even know if it's gonna be possible. I'll try. I'll see what I can do. There's so many different things, like, confusing me. Little stuff left that can be solved by Friday. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully it's not too much, because I'm juggling so many different things right now. Eek. But yeah. Anyway, we'll get started. So, I'm borrowing, Janu's account for the records, and then we will, do a little transition, and then we'll switch to the manga, if that sounds good with people. Ryan, hello, welcome in. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Angelina was your first 6-star? Awesome, she gets her time to shine, yeah. That's really cool that Angelina was your first 6-star, though. Alright. Let's see here. Let's pause this, and we'll jump here. There we go. See if this works. And hello, Angelina! Alright. Make sure that we are good here. Hello, Vessel, welcome in. One of your starters too? Nice. Absolutely zero bias. She's pretty, she's living life, she's got great desserts. It's nice. Also, this is a really good, skin for her. It's very pretty, it's very well done. Oh, she was your first 6-star? Probably one of the... Well... But Saturday she gets her time to shine, so... Alright. I'm trying to make sure that I'm, like, doing this in the right order. I'm trying to, like, get my head around everything. Okay. Here we go. Starting the day with some good old Fox bias. Absolutely we are. Okay. And this is in 2 parts. Okay, noted. And hello, Deck Ranky. Still need to get her back, had her on the old account. I hope you do, I hope you do. Man, your old account sounded loaded for where it was at. Alright. Package with no recipient. Part 1. Messengers rarely make mistakes at work, since fixing them is always rough. Let's see. All the letters, specialty packages, high-valued insured mail order goodies, all checked off. Wonderful. That's all the work there is for today. What should I do first? Take a hot bath? Maybe enjoy a cup of milk tea first? I still have a bit of that orange cream cake left. Wait, stop it, Angelina. You promised yourself you'd keep your weight under, to eat healthier? Howdy there, Angelina. You clocking out too, huh? Want to come along and check out the goodies I got coming in? Sure. Ugh. Oh, sorry, Croissant. I couldn't fight that yawn. It's getting pretty late already. Well, you see, I ordered a custom hairpin from that one accessory shop down in London you pointed out last time. You don't know the trouble I had to go through just to get the old man there to keep me 10 out of those trinkets. I guarantee there's something in there you like. Oh, but... You'll get bags under your eyes if you turn in late, right? Sound like a broken record. Of course I know. Alright, I'll keep your stuff safe. You just come to me when you have time. You can count on good old Croissant to look after her friends. Yep, you're the best, Croissant. Weren't for the fashion magazines you lent me, and all them notes you put in there, no way I could have picked up stuff that good. The last few hauls of clothes and accessories have been mighty popular with the folks at Rhodes Island. I'm raking in a healthy chunk of dough this month, much thanks to that. Let's get something to eat to come a day off next week. What you like? Barbecue? Pizza? Maybe even them, yan hot pots? That's music to my tummy and mouth, but you gotta keep your weight in check, right? I gotta eat healthy. Well, true. There's no need to worry about your weight for someone like you. Just saying so makes me jealous. How about we put out a little pamphlet next time? Something like 101 weight loss tips for cuties. Hold on, are you sure that'd sell? A girl can dream, can't she? Why could there be some folks out there what don't know you? You are gullible enough. Like that mountain dasher boy who joined us last time. The little weightlifting contest you two had made me some decent money. We were picking on the new kid. Are you sure you should be gloating about it? Just using information to my advantage. Whether it's business or messenger work, information's king. Yeah, but it still kind of bothers me a little. Maybe we'll treat Bison to some cake next time. Alright, time to head home. Huh? What's that by your door? Oh, is that a package? What's a package doing here? I already delivered everything I got today. It's wrapped in pink. It smells nice. It feels kinda square? Probably a book. Think it's them novels and magazines you like to read? The magazines show up at a set time every month, and I got everything I ordered this month already. There shouldn't be any more. Besides, I've been getting quite a bit of delivery and logistics work lately. My schedule's so full I haven't had time to read any new novels at all. Is a present then? A present? Of course not. Why would anyone give me a present? Now that ain't all that wild, is it? You're sure a hottie. Put two and two together. There's just no way, I'm telling you. It's not addressed to anyone. I'm guessing it came with something else and was meant to be delivered together. I was kind of in a rush this morning, so it probably fell out of my bag by accident. I screwed up again. No big deal. You just gotta deliver it again. Better get to it then. Huh? Now? Tomorrow'll be a-okay, yeah? You just said it's getting late. Someone once told me if you're to correct your mistakes, then there's no time better than the present. We've been to a few places already, but we still haven't found who the package is for. There aren't any clues or anything on the thing itself, so I guess we're gonna have to keep trying every place I delivered to today. Sorry, Croissant. I didn't mean to have you run all over the place with me. I tagged along because I wanted to. Besides, getting some exercise at night and you wake up all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed the next day. You sure you ain't tired? You've been running all up and down. I'm fine. Well, maybe a little. But it's nothing compared to how worried and disappointed the recipient of the package is. Well, if that ain't proof that you're one of the finest messengers there is, I don't know what is. Really? I always thought I still have a long way to go. Yeah, reminds me of when I first came to Rhodes Island. This real pretty high school girl came up to me, asking me to teach her how to be a better messenger. I was real surprised. That just tells you how amazing Penguin Logistics is. I mean, it was founded by that emperor. I'd already heard of you guys when I was still back home. I knew right away you must be a great messenger when I saw you carrying all those packages like it was nothing. So that's why I mustered up the courage to talk to you. Great messenger? I wish you'd told Texas or the boss that. Could've gotten me a raise or something. Thinking back, I just felt like I could never do anything right when I first got here. I'm glad you're here, Croissant. Huh? I ain't done nothing. Does that time you lost a package and start crying and I handed you some tissues count? I wasn't just crying because I lost a package. Dr. Calcit said I could choose a combat assignment or go to logistics, where I would get some long-term field ops like the other messengers getting treatment on the ship. And I chose combat. Dr. Calcit agreed with my decision since she thought my abilities could be put to good use on the battlefield after some training. But deep down in my heart, I was still uncertain about a lot of things. So, why'd you decide to start fighting anyway, Angelina? You don't look like the clobbering type. Well, I guess it's probably because I want to be just a little more awesome. I don't want to give anyone trouble, and I don't want to always have to hide behind everyone else. I wanted to become an adult who could stand on her own right away, just like Dr. Calcit, and like the doctor. I guess that probably makes me kinda greedy. I wanted to go to the front lines, but I didn't want to give up my work as a messenger either. I couldn't do anything well back then, and all that training would always leave me exhausted each and every day. Then, the next day, I'd find Rhodes Island in a completely different place than the day before. I didn't even know how to get anywhere when I had to make deliveries. Is that why you were crying your eyes out all of a sudden? Well, yank my tail and call me Sora. I sure am a dummy for missing that. No, you're not. You were so patient and helped me find my way. You were my hero. That's just how you take care of a rookie. We all gotta start somewhere. And how can you call yourself greedy? Working your fluff off all cause you want to get better? That's darn normal if you ask me. Take yours truly. I'm getting hustling every day just to make myself more money. Yeah, and I'm always trying to learn from you. Huh? What do you mean? Well, you don't ever get hung up on the things that don't matter. Even when you're working on your Rhodes Island missions, you always have a couple dozen packages with completely different delivery routes, and you always have the day's purchases figured out on top of that. You're like a superstar mentor. Hooey! Sure didn't know I was that amazing. All I ever do is try my darndest to get her done, and beat up all the bad guys what come my way like bam, bam, bam! Just like that. Bam, bam! When you get to whacking, it's like it blows away all your worries on my mind. When you put it like that, it makes a girl blush. And you know, I always thought you were one amazing girl yourself. That's as a Rhodes Island operator and as a messenger. And I know I ain't nothing like you. The reason I became a messenger is because the boss is sincere and honest and got plenty of money. It so happens I'm good at it, and the gals make it a mighty fun place to be. You ain't like me. You're passionate about this line of work, and you actually care about how the senders and recipients feel. Actually, that's exactly the reason I became a messenger. No kidding? Back when I just left home, for the first few days, all I could do was hide in an old neighborhood close by. I didn't go out until nighttime because I was too afraid. It was almost winter, the wind was humid and chilly, and I was still wearing the skirt I wore on the last day to school. My whole body had gone all numb. I was like an aimless ghost just wandering around. Then, a messenger found me, or should I say, I found him? He was delivering letters right next door. When they got the letters, the recipient smiled at him, and it felt like that smile was for me too. It kind of warmed me up a little. And that's how you became a messenger? The opportunity was right there, so I took it. I had lots to learn, and it was all very difficult, but it was also very fulfilling. After that, I started to believe that your interpersonal relationships are what really make you feel real, alive, existent. Ever since I left all the people that knew me, this Angelina has started to fade away bit by bit. Sounds horrible. Yeah, looking back, I guess it kinda does. After that, I started giving delivery a shot. To my surprise, each and every time I hand over a package or a letter to someone, the smiles on their faces did truly give me something. It's only during these times that I feel like I've become a little closer to all those emotions I once knew. So I kept delivering. I kept experiencing those emotions between people, and I began to slowly find who I once was, who Angelina used to be. You ain't the only one who gets those feelings, you know? Them recipients get all glopped up by your earnestness just the same. Like that pawpaw just now. You saw how happy he was to see you again? Too bad, he said the package wasn't his. I got a grandson working out in the cities. He sent me that package of souvenirs. There's some really sweet tangerines. That book you got is probably meant for somebody else. I'm old. My eyes aren't what they used to be. Neo wouldn't send me a book. Well, he's right. A good grandson wouldn't send his pawpaw things he couldn't use. Gotta say, though, these are some darn sweet tangerines. Not only did we not do anything, he even shared his souvenirs with us. Life's little corner's full of surprises. Just on this trip, we got us some tangerines, and we almost got beat up. Who'd have thunk it? Well, I didn't expect the same guy who ordered the new Moon and Lavender velvet scarf and pajama set would turn into some dangerous gangster at night. If I'd known, I wouldn't have asked him if he ordered a new Moon and Lavender catalog outright like an idiot. That was so funny, though. Cracked me right up. That's right. Everyone could hear you laugh. Just thinking about that Scarface guy, how he and them and two other fellers looked. If you said just one more word, they just might have put us 6 feet under. I feel kind of bad, though. Maybe he really didn't want anyone else to know he bought that? That was my mistake. Thank goodness you were there to smooth things over. Much appreciated, boss. We hope you and the lady will be satisfied with your purchase today. Next time, how about a catalog too? Sounds just like a salesperson, no? Yeah, very professional. Great. Gotta get it memorized then. Next time I go on deliveries, maybe I should take this on as a side job. Can't get enough side jobs. He's probably really fond of that item, though. I can't imagine him spending this much on insurance otherwise. I sure hope he'll be able to share his hobbies with everyone someday, openly. This might just be the significance we messengers have. It keeps him that much more at ease when it's a stranger that delivers his items. But I betrayed his trust this time. Looks like I gotta work even harder. All right. Wasan Star 2026. It's probably really bad, I apologize. I'm trying my best. Love their dynamic. They do have a really nice dynamic, yeah. I give you the Southern Pass. Hello, Lilith. It is surprisingly good. Hello, Arknight. Hello, hello. Oh, hang on a sec. Here we go. Thank you. The smiles are worth the hard work indeed. Thank you, Arknight, for continuing your membership. I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, hello, Trion. Welcome in, welcome in. Didn't want to disturb you, so I waited till you were finished. Nice voice work. Thank you. I appreciate it. Ever been to the South? I've visited. Not often, actually. No. As King of South, I also give you the Southern Pass and say you do really good, to be honest. It's better than some people around where I live, but also not too stereotypical. I'm trying to not do stereotypical, that would be bad. Also, hello, hello. Is Arknights popular in your country? I don't know how to answer that. Isn't Arknights kind of niche regardless anywhere outside of China? So I do be doing alright with that southern drawl. Maybe it helps that I've watched a lot of My Little Pony. Maybe Applejack helps there. I don't know. About halfway between popular and niche. What does it mean to be popular? Like on top of the gacha game list? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's up there, but it's not like Hoyoverse up there, right? It's Peach. It's popular and niche. It's Peach. It's popular if you know about gacha, but it's not like Hoyo, where people who don't know gacha know about it. I think that's a really good way to say it, yeah. Nightfall, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. It's Peach. I love that. It's popular and niche, it's Peach. Alright. You think she chose Croissant as her name because of the shape of her horns? I've been wondering about that because, like, why does somebody from the South have French pastry as their name? Arknights is the hidden gem of gacha games, so they say. That I think is fair. Or she likes croissant? So yeah, that's true. That could be it. Like quiche, but with question mark, question mark, question mark instead of cheese. It's like if I was an operator, my codename would be Burger. No, but like... No, it would have to be the opposite, so it would... No, how would the equivalent go? No, because it's like, it's... I mean, I guess? Burger is an amazing codename. Judeo, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. She's trying to unburger me? Stop her? What does that mean? She's do you hear what do you hear yourself? Do you understand the sentence you just wrote? She's trying to unburger me. Stop her. What does that even entail? Just Patty? He's only bun now? Star, you can't just unburger people? What does that even mean? Star got that erasure beam? What does that even mean to unburger someone? I wouldn't even know what that entails. I'm just saying, like, if you're also from the South, then you would probably have like a really fancy name. What does it mean to unburger you? Star, we will be canceling you for this. What? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. He wasn't Burger to begin with. How can I unburger him? If you didn't know, then you shouldn't be messing with powers you cannot comprehend. What the heck? Become hot dog. That's it. Unburgers your Vesa. You're canceled. I'm making a tweet right now. What are you even going to write? What the heck? Vesa alter his sandwich. Oh my gosh. What? Prepare the twit longer. I didn't call you illiterate. Double canceled. I didn't call you illiterate. I said, what would you even write? Google Talkie incoming. What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. I'm sitting here. Google Talkie. There's the chaos I love to see. Welcome to the Stargazers. I never understand what's happening. I don't understand why Vesa is so intent on being Burger. I don't understand. It's part of his culture? Burger can be a bad— what? Discrimination at its purest? What? Bracket, burger emoji bracket, the set of all things not burger. You could never understand— what the heck? What the heck? Wow, okay. Jeez. Look, just because the atelier is on a northern mountain doesn't mean you need to be so harsh. Fashion review in the oven. I'm sorry. Alright. Speaking of burgers, I hear the best cheeseburger is in Japan. Burgers split in half and served on a sizzling plate with cheese sauce on the plate. Well, great. Judeo, now they're all gonna make me want to take them to Japan. We refer to folk like that as burger self or mixona. I'm dying. Take us to Japan to the burger star. Mixona's killing. Stargazer's chat won't go far, but will go places. If it's split in half, it's no longer a burger? Why isn't it just half a burger? Doesn't Japan also have a burger where they replace the bread with more burger? Is that even classified as a burger then? You already want to go to Japan for all the Godzilla merch? There you go. What if it's a Godzilla burger? What if it's a Godzilla burger? What if it's like, you know they have like the bread where it's like a cat burger and the bread is like cat-shaped face? What if it's that, but it's Godzilla? I'm glad Dungeon Meshi is playing in the background. Burger is burger and burger good. What? Now everyone just sounds like Vesa. What is happening? Everyone just sounds like Vesa now. The Vesa mind virus spreads. Can you stop that? All according to Kika. Can you re-burger Vesa? I swear he'll be good from now on. Well, almost. I don't know how I unburgered him in the first place. Remember to post arguing that the Big Mac is technically a lasagna. Okay. This burger. Oh. We're all burgers down here. It's just burgers on burgers. Burgers all the way down. Okay. Okay. We need to stop being super silly. We need to stop being super duper silly. If you want super duper silly, Monday exists. Unfortunately. Alright. Star spent 3 hours learning the culture of samurai and unburgered Fessa with her insane swordmanship. That sounds so dark. Alright. If you want to keep talking about burgers, feel free to join our Discord. It's a wacky place with wacky bunnies who remain wacky, but it's very fun. Feel free to join the Discord. Don't mind the part about how it's like super art focused. It's really open to anyone. I just don't want to change the welcome message because Discord's annoying in that way. But please join us. We'd love to have you here. All right. Somebody commission Angelina eating burger. I feel like I have to now. All right, hang on. I'm screenshotting that for future idea now. Thank you, Judeo. I now have to. I'm putting that in the notes. Where's my notes? Throwing that one in the notes. Okay. Alright, alright. Levitating burger with her arms. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. Package with no recipient. Part 2. A good messenger shares the feelings between people. This was my last delivery stop today. Oh, a fast food shop! My favorite! Deep fried meat, fries, salt and pepper shrooms? Yeah, I want them all! Huh? The girl isn't here. Wait, how many orders of fried meat you said? 2? 20? Are you sure you can eat all that? Alright, who am I to complain? 10 with ketchup, 10 with salt. Here you go. What about you, girl? What can I get you for? It smells so good. No, I can't have stopped for a midnight snack yet. I still have work to do. Sorry, sir, but what happened to the girl who was reading in your restaurant this evening? Oh, her? She left. Probably trying to make her way back to the next town over. She's going overnight? Yeah, overnight. If she didn't leave right away, she probably wouldn't make it to see her old man for the last time. I think I remember now. You stopped by once in the evening, didn't you? Are you the messenger who delivered the news to Emily? Yeah, I did. I didn't know that's what it was about, though. Emily's studying here by herself. Whenever she has some free time, she helps me out with the shop to make some extra money. Her old man back home never failed to send her a monthly letter, but there's been nothing from him these past 2 months. She was really worried about it, you know. She even came to you messengers and asked if any of you missed his letters. Boss, we know how to do our jobs. We just don't lose our mail. Right. I believe you. Emily trusts you too, but with no news from her family, she was really anxious. No wonder she seemed so happy when she saw me this evening. But then... what's that saying again? Life is unpredictable, and you never know what's coming next. All of us are bound to die one day. Besides, if it wasn't for you delivering her old man's last letter to her, she wouldn't have known to rush home right away. Sure she's really grateful. Right. Did you need her for something? Well, never mind. I guess this isn't hers. Alright, if there's nothing else, you should get something to eat. I'll give you girls a discount. Ugh. Man, did I really eat all that? Darn it, spent all my money for the month again. The sun is coming up soon. We sure ran all over town in just one night. Really had me starving. Huh, you ain't eating nothing. Still thinking about Emily? Yeah. Well, maybe that's only part of it. Since I heard her story, I just can't help but keep thinking that maybe there's someone out there waiting for news about me. Oh, right. You haven't been back home in a long time, right? If just passing through counts, then it hasn't really been that long. You ever thought about when to go back? You should contact your folks once, at least. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm ready yet. Ready for what? Your sickness is nice and stable for now, ain't it? You were saying you'd rather your folks think you're gone than watch you writhe in pain, but what about now? If they think I've gone missing, then they'd probably still hold out hope that I'm doing okay somewhere in the world, even after 5 or 10 years. But they're worried sick. Besides, we got all them doctors and medical. What's 5 or 10 years? You got a long, bright future ahead of you. Huh? Who's that? I think I saw, no, 1, 2, 3. That's a lot of fluffy tails. Oh, it's Angelina and Croissant. Good morning. Oh, hey there, Lisa. Good morning. Why are you up so early? Your wake-up time isn't for a while yet. I wanted to take a look at that. That? What do you mean, that? Well, it's the notes. I finished it yesterday, and I wanted to show it to you right away, but it was getting late. I didn't want Dr. Calcit to yell at me for not going to bed on time. But I really, really wanted to let you see it right away. Is that why you left it in front of the dorm? Yep. I thought Angelina would be really happy to see it after she came home from work. My, looky here, Angelina. That package is yours, just like I said. Let's open it up and take a look. It's for me? It's wrapped so neatly, and it's my favorite color, pink. This scent, I thought it seemed familiar. It's that fragrance from the medical department the other day. Is there a smell? I made it after I was done with homework. Maybe the smell got on there while I was there? Oh, it's not bad at all. I really like this aroma too. It makes me feel relaxed. Alright, I'm opening it up. 1, 2, 3. There's a booklet inside. I remember this river, and these buildings. Oh, and that's my favorite cafe! If you walk east for about 10 minutes, you'll reach a street that I've probably walked hundreds, no, thousands of times. Also, this petal. I think I know this smell. My dad sent me the petals. Most of the stuff in the beginning is photos that my mom's friend sent, but I also drew lots of things from memory too. It still looks kinda ugly though, even though I've been practicing. No, they look so pretty. All of it looks so nice. Angelina, did I do something wrong? You don't seem happy. Are you sad? No, I'm not sad. I'm just overwhelmed. Ever since I haven't seen any of this while it's still bright out. I thought I'd left all this somewhere far, far away long ago. It's so distant. I thought I'd never get there again, no matter how fast I ran. Yep, Rhodes Island is a big, big ship, and it's always going somewhere. When I first got here, I'd always ask Polnick where we were at the time, and I'd try to figure out how far we were from Siracusa and Higashi. Sometimes we were close, and sometimes we were far away, and I lost track. But every time I get a letter from my mom or dad, or their friends, I hug the letter before bed. It makes me feel like I'm right there, snuggling up to my parents. After a while, I got so many letters that they would overflow the bed if I took them all. So I put some of them in a booklet. That way, I can go to bed hugging the booklet. Yep, you're so cute, Lisa. Huh? Is that weird? Nope, what you said actually makes a lot of sense. Doctor told me that not only are our messengers always on the road making deliveries, they need to take care of their Rhode Island work too. It's a lot of hard work, and I thought it might just been a while since you've been home. The doctor even complimented me on my notebook, said I was amazing. Doctor says you might need to try something like this. The doctor said that? Yep, and everyone else too. Not just the people working at Rhode Island. There was the Syracusan messenger who gave me this stuff before. I don't remember when everybody started doing it, but whenever they go to Syracusa or Higashi, they'd bring back photos or the local specialties there for me. Ooh-wee! Sounds like everybody's a messenger now. Right? They're just like all of our amazing messengers. So I put all those things in my booklet. It's one of my most precious treasures. I think to myself every day that by the time the book is full, I'll be all grown up. I'll be so much more amazing than I am now. It'll be my turn to protect everyone and my mom and dad. Dad won't stay up all night worrying about me, and Mom won't need to keep working herself to death for me anymore. When that day comes, I'll finally get to go home. So, after Doctor talked to me about it, I thought I'd make one for you too. You can't go home for some reason, right? Yeah. It's a promise. I'll give you another one once I get new photos, Angelina. That way, your book will fill up even faster, and you'll get to go home sooner. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks so much. This is a wonderful present. Oh, it's my wake-up time now. I can't let Dr. Kalsick and Folnick find out I've been running around. I need to get back home. See ya, Angelina. Croissant. Darn, wish I'd put money on that. What'd I tell ya? You're such a cutie, you're bound to get a bunch of cute presents. Yeah. I never even noticed. I guess I've long become a part of Rhode Island, and there are people here who care about me. I'm no longer the girl the girl who went missing. Oh, I'm getting tired. You say something just now, Angelina? I didn't hear. Nothing. I was just saying that I really like Lisa's present. Just like I said, ain't it? This night's full of surprises. Wonder if I should go back for a nap now? Maybe just some chow instead? Yeah, guess I'll grab a bite to eat. What about you? You didn't sleep the whole night. This is gonna ruin that beauty plan of yours. I'll take a break and then head to training after a while. I got classes in the afternoon, too. I may have work to keep up with, but I can't fall behind with my studies either. Huh? No kidding? You turning workaholic or something? I'm not. Will I get to go home when the book is all filled up? Am I ready for that? How long has this letter been on my desk? A few months? Half a year? Dear Mom and Dad, everything's going well over here. I have a really good job, and I'm keeping up with my studies. Yes, I got erypathy, but you don't need to worry. It happened that day on my way to school. I was in a rush to make it to the club. I told Dad I didn't need a ride. If I were just a little more careful, maybe I wouldn't have bumped into that car fresh back from the wilds. None of this is Dad's fault. I'll keep the letter in this page. I'll be ready one day, and I know Mom and Dad will be ready too. When I'm finally done with this letter, I'll take it to the place in the photo myself. Yeah, the third house on this street from the east. I'll draw a heart here. That day is going to be here soon. I know it. Dang. My gosh. I didn't realize that Suzerain was gonna be in it too. That made me really, really happy. I had a hard time focusing. Oh my gosh. I love the Precious Foxes so much. I'm Volpo biased, and then there's 2 Volpo, and I didn't expect to double the Volpo! Eh? Got Aminal question! What is Aminal question? Aminal question, yes. If Fox White Ear look like Uma Ear? Uma Ear would be very, very thin at the base. I think this is just a matter of art style, to be honest. Force! My goodness. I think, if Uma Ear would be very, very thin, and Fox Ear has larger base. Every time I see her, I always think she's Uma, then I remember it's Fox. Yeah. E2 makes it a lot easier to tell, too. Star is not horse. Alright. Actually, yeah. Let me... how do I want to do this? I can't go through, Janu's operators to find Fang, but if you look at Fang, her ears have a smaller base, and, Volpo have larger base. The mythical Kitsuma! My gosh! Aside from Zero. Alright. I always thought Fang was Volpo. I did think Fang was, Lupo at first, just because of her name. You can go to Squad Vanguard and look. I don't know how to do that efficiently, so I do not want to risk it. Alright. There shouldn't be any spoiler. I don't know how to do it efficiently. I don't know how to, like... I don't want to risk it. I don't want to mess up. But that's okay. I'm switching accounts anyway, because we're switching to Manga, and I have to switch the background and stuff, and then we're doing fashion and all that kind of jazz. Alright. Hang on, let me think for a sec. Okay, we're gonna do a quick BRB. I'm gonna switch things over and see if we can do this cleanly. I will be right there. Alright, I'm gonna switch. Alright, there we go. That's easy. That's better. Hello, hello. All right. Hey. Oh, wait, I can show you real quick. So, manga reading. Yes, manga reading. But one sec, because now I have to answer Vesta's question real quick. Let's see. So let's take. We can look at well, anyone really. Keobe, Pojomka, Vulpes. You see how they have a much larger base on their ears here? Lapland, Suzerain for sure. I'm already very Vulpo biased in my squads here. But if we, for example, if we switch for Fang, it's hard to see in this image.
Leave it to me.
But if you see here how her ears have a much smaller base when they are, it's really hard to see here. I think that here it's a little more canine looking. But right here where it's really, where it has a thinner base, this would show you that it is Uma. Thin versus thick here, there you go. Oh great, it's gonna be the tail argument all over again, huh? Which team are you on? Gosh, I wonder. For myself, I think it's obvious. The unspent sanity is burgering me. Are you turning that into a verb now? Okay, the only reason I have the unspent sanity is because I didn't even get a chance to jump on today. I've been running around like crazy trying to get a bunch of other things going. I'm sorry. I don't care who wins, I just need me to lose. Alright, let's see, Obvious answer, fluffy ear, then you would want the larger base, which in that case you want Suzerain. Okay. We're going to see if we can jump here, and then I'm gonna have to, let me do this real quick. See if this works. Check recruits on stream? Why? It's not gonna be anything. You'll get blessed with a top out. You're funny. You're funny. I feel like I would, the guilt, if that happened, would be too much. But fine, you want, sure. As you can tell, I'm still trying to find base read. Or Kiev, honestly. Okay, I will take 4, and you know, gold certs, we are always good with gold certs. Always happy with gold certs.
Reporting in.
Hi, Myrtle.
You must be the doctor.
Hi.
Myrtle of Durin.
Are you?
Durin said I could get a job here, so what have you got for me?
Wait, was Myrtle from Zaretsa too? What? That was something I was wondering. Like, we're all. I mean, I know there's multiple Durin societies, but like, was Myrtle from Zaretsa? All right, our queen. Let's see. We're still trying for Spectre. Okay. Then this is gonna be Popcar, right? There we go.
Reserve Team A6 reporting in.
Just because it's a town of short people doesn't mean all short people are from the same town. I wasn't trying to. Pop-Tart, there you go. Alright, Vanguard, DP Recovery, DPS. Please? Okay, that's gonna be, I can't remember her name right now.
My name is Plume.
Hello, Plume. Welcome in, Plume. Alright, now check tag and do refresh. Okay, we've got Summon, Debuff, Shift. That's always useful. Okay, those are fine. To refresh. I always forget if this has, like, I always forget if these have, matches or not. Because I usually check the calculator every time I see something like this. I don't think this has any matches. I guess we'll go with Shift. I can always use Shift. No guarantee on this. I always forget there's always like some like small, weird, obscure one. I'll go with Shift. And refresh these. Okay. Vanguard and DPS, I will take, because we're still trying for Reed or Kiev. Vanguard, regular, and... I think they were fine. I don't really think it's gonna do anything, but I'll use the DP recovery and the Vanguard, and there's nothing else I can do, so that's fine. We'll just let those run. Good old recruitment gamba. Okay. Let me think here. Let me go for... let's have the manga thing here. There we go. And, let me just quickly get the background working here. There we go. That works. Vesta's prediction skill didn't work. Alright, alright. Just Lucy and Hudro, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you guys are both working, doing well. I hope you guys are both doing well today. Hello, hello. Alright. Let me, I'm trying to like think of what I need to be I'm looking and I'm like observing two different things right now, so it's hard to shift my focus. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're okay. All right. So next up we have a little bit of Angelina comic that we can read through, a little bit of manga reading. I am going to do my best. It's always a little bit harder to do manga reading for me than it is for me to do vignette or oprec or something, because a lot more of it has to be done on my own. So I will try my best. All right. Angelina, sketches of this messenger's journey. All right. And this is just our little preview here. Thank you, Doctor. Bearing tidings and wishes. I wish you the best of luck, Angelina. Angelina, here's some food and water for the road. Thanks for the supplies, Anam. This is Anam. She's the boss of Anam Committee and the Lord Emir here, as well as the messenger. Want to explore every corner of the land. It's hard to, sometimes it's flipped. Is it flipped? It's flipped. Okay. Born on the wind at my heels, a messenger poised to take off once more. I also came down to the surface because of it. Became a messenger. This is Aquala, deep within the Sargonian rainforest. Entering beautiful scenery. Searing hot and ever rainy. Brimming with tropical atmosphere. Muska tribe. Is that capital? Goodness. And reuniting with friends. It's far from the hubbub of the city. Calm and beautiful. This is I'm just gonna give people a little minute here, because that is incredible. That is great. Are you here on vacation, Angelina? I'm actually here at Anam's request. Even with the occasional hiccup. I'm fine. Sorry you had to see that, though. We ran into a little hiccup in our repairs. That's a little hiccup? Still. It's fine. The bad times will always pass, and the sun will rise again. Alright. Just a bit of an explosion. Just a little bit here. Alright. Sketches of the messenger's journey. I've reached the Rhodes Island office in Sargon today, completing one of the objectives of this journey. Okay. Once I get this data back to the ship, the doctors will review your treatment options based on the results. Thanks so much, Angelina. No thanks needed. It's what I do. Ah, I missed you so much, Angelina. I haven't seen anyone from the ship in so long. What, aren't I good enough company? That's not what I mean. Angelina, here's some food and water for the road. Thanks for the supplies, Anam. This is Anam. She's the boss of the Anam committee and the Lord Emir here, as well as a messenger. Very welcome. I owe you for the booze you brought last time. I shared it with the others. They all loved it. That's great. Gaviel said the Durans moved in and settled with you. I was racking my brain over what gift to bring. Liquor is the perfect gift, especially for Durans. They jumped right to celebratory tasting. Are you and the Durans getting along well? It's a little hairy from time to time. But that's just Durans, you know how it is. In general, though, not bad. With their technological prowess, Aquala has all kinds of great new things. The committee is getting more orders than ever. Awesome! Eileen, have you seen Province lately? The mission briefing says she should be in Sargon. They need her infection monitor data. I think I remember she went to investigate the desert not long ago, but I don't know exactly where. A rough location is fine. Hunting people down is just another day in the office for a messenger. There's a gorge dividing Aquala and the desert. I know you're capable, but that rift is pretty wide. If a detour doesn't appeal, you could head out from the village southwest of the gorge. I'm pretty sure that's where the rift is narrow west. That's also where the only bridge is, right? I should have known you to remember it better than me. The desert climate is incredibly harsh. What made you take such a grueling job? The doctor asked the same thing. You want to travel to Rhodes Island branch offices, retrieving monitor data from operators who haven't returned to the ship for extended periods. Traveling the length and breadth of the land, coordinating with many different parties. All by yourself? That's no mean feat. It's why I need your signature, Doctor. Angelina, you're taking on a seriously demanding, long-distance mission. It's fine. It's the best kind of mission. How do you figure? Well, I've always loved roaming around, seeing all there is to see. I want to explore all corners of the land. That's the kind of adventure I crave. I can even revisit places en route, catch up with old friends and stuff. That certainly does sound nice. A very you answer. Well, I wish you the best of luck, Angelina. Thank you, Doctor. Sure is your style. I just think of it as an extended vacation. Sounds like an awesome vacation. If you need a break or supplies en route, just help yourself at the nearest village. It's on the house. Do you need me to take anything? Talking to someone in the same line of work really is refreshing. Huh? These orders are going to a few of the tribes. I'd like you to deliver them to the chiefs on your way. No problem. There's one more thing. The tribe near the bridge to the southwest has been slow making deliveries lately. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop by and check on them. The chief of that tribe is called Yota. Oh, Yoda, I know him. Well, that's nice. Make sure to squeeze him for supplies. Don't hold back. For sure. Right, I'm off. Yeah, safe travels. Angelina, sketches of the messenger's journey. Aquala's alcohol. This is Aquala, deep within the Sargonian rainforest. Searing hot and ever rainy, brimming with tropical atmosphere. The Muska tribe. It's far from the hubbub of the city. Shreely tribe. Calm and bountiful. Yahoo! The Great Aquapit tribe. Whoa, the Great Aquapit MK2! It's not finished yet, but you can already have fun with it. Come on, give it a whirl, Miss Messenger. Whoa. Ugh. Next time, for sure. Yota tribe. Phew, finally made it. The desert is just ahead. Something about this village seems a little different. It's so calm. Aren't there any Durans here? Everyone, look! It's Gavial's friend, Angelina! It is! Angelina! Oh, Yogi, long time no see! Tribal deputy, Yoda's younger brother, Yogi. Gavial's friend's here! Hurry up and spread the word! There's really no need. Gavial's friend Angelina's here! You're so popular, Angelina! I'm just riding Gavial's coattails. The first time I came, I mentioned I was friends with Gavial at Rhodes Island. I never imagined they'd react like they did. You're from Rhodes Island? Have you met Gavial? Yeah, we're friends. Oh, throw a feast together quick! Oh, yeah, we're gonna take the best care of Gavial's friend. He'd really appreciate it. Are you here on vacation, Angelina? Actually, I'm here at Anam's request. Boom! What's that? It came from there over by the farm. What happened? Why did it blow up while they were fixing it? It shouldn't have. What's going on? Yota! Videns and Angelina. Long time no see. I just heard a loud bang. Are you okay? I'm fine. Sorry you had to see that, though. We ran into a little hiccup in our repairs. That's a little hiccup? Oh, right. Inam asked me to give you these. She also said you've been running behind and wanted to know why. Ugh. It's written all over his face. So, there is a problem after all. This is Jungle 10, fully automatic planting and felling robot. About a week ago, it malfunctioned really bad. Our engineers couldn't fix it, so it's been slowing down our production. Who says it can't be fixed? Our chief engineer can handle it. Right. Liza is the Duran Master Mechanic Indy's student. Indy may not be here, but she can fix this. Yoda Tribe Chief Engineer, Liza. But Eliza's been sick over a week now. It's all our fault. We're so useless, Eliza got driven into the ground. Every time there's a breakdown, Eliza has to burn the midnight oil to fix it. Eliza, fix it tomorrow. I work best at night. Must have gotten sick from not sleeping. It's all our fault. If only we were better. What do we do now? Angelina, we'll think of a way to handle this. What are you gonna do next? Well, I'm actually getting ready to head out into the desert. I hope I can spend the night here and replenish my supplies. Of course, stock up and spend the night, no problem. Really unlucky, though. The bridge broke about a week ago. There's no way across now. What are we gonna do? Huh? It broke? That's fine. I can just hop across with my arts. Oh, yeah! Yoda, you forgot Angelina can fly! Nothing as dramatic as flying. I'm just jumping a bit higher and further, that's all. That distance should be fine. Awesome! I've heard the Durans are good with machinery. Why not ask them to lend a hand with repairs? What about the Indy you mentioned? We just can't, you know? It'd be humiliating! We were done with them a long time ago! We're through! You're through? It all started 3 months ago. Inam had some drink brought in. I guess it was a gift from you, Angelina. There was a tasting party. Let's all gather up and give it a taste. Eh? The drink I gifted you? Woohoo! Ha! It's good stuff. Has a real kick. A hoppy, grainy flavor. Yeah, I like the taste. Packs a punch. But the alcohol taste is overwhelming. A bit bland. Adding some nuts could enrich the flavor. That would soften the burn and add layers to the taste. Huh? But wouldn't that lower the alcohol proof? I think the stronger the better. We should add chilies and spices so it packs even more of a punch. It's already plenty strong enough. It needs more depth. It's already spiced. It doesn't need more. A stronger drink is more refreshing. Yeah. I had you all wrong. I never knew your palate was such garbage. What? It's your ballad that's the problem. When we were talking about what stone to use for the statue, we ended up fighting. I just thought it was a one-off. That surely no one would want to use 5 different colored stones for one statue. You've got no sense of aesthetics. Back when we were planning the MK3, your plans violated every regulation of industrial design. Your stuffy plans have zero oomph. Not scary at all. I don't see what's so great about your industrial design. What? You don't know jack about industrial design. I can't talk to anyone so tasteless. I'm done. I can't stand here anymore. I'm leaving. Go on, get out. We don't want you here either. Yeah. You said it. We're moving out. That's all because of my gift? It's all because of me. I'm so sorry. Huh? No. This isn't on you. Didn't anyone try and step in? They did. Croaky Diamond Face was there that day. Oh, what did she say? Be quiet, all of you. Moving out isn't a game. This is ridiculous. So what should we do, Croaky? Everyone living here is team spirits. My thought was this was a sanctuary far away from moonshine swillers. We never expected tasteless adults here either. What did you say? It is exactly in times like these that Durin's rules really matter. Whoa, I knew Croaky wouldn't let us down. So reliable. We have to get everyone out here and hold a vote on whether or not we should leave. Not like that, Croaky! After that, Durin started leaving. I couldn't do anything to stop him. Everyone was riled up. That's the last of our stuff. We'll be keeping to ourselves from now on. Weren't you talking bad about our ballads? Why are you taking our Tia Cow booze? We're taking it to use as disinfectant. I don't want a single sip of that nasty drink. Nasty? I think it's weirder how you drink watery piss that doesn't get you drunk. Doesn't get you drunk? I can't take it! How dare you insult the Spirits Association's finest brew! Everyone, bring out the upgraded, totally invincible, totally ugly MK3! Let's give them a taste of our Type B incapacitation bomb! Don't be so cocky! We have an upgraded MK3 too! Have a taste of our incapacitation bomb! Tia Cow approved version! It'll be over in 1 round! Come on then! You'll be crying for your mamas! Boom! Both sides were at it all day. No winners or losers. Just a mess. We haven't spoken to each other since that. All over that? So that's when the bridge got broken too? At this time, it was only damaged. You could still cross it. But a week ago, a storm tore the rest apart. So, that's what you see now. And anyway, I'm not asking the Durins to fix the machine. Eliza can handle it. Why not just wait until she's better? But if things carry on like this, we might not get Inam's orders finished. Plus, I'm worried about Eliza. The situation is pretty dire. Is something wrong with Eliza besides her being unwell? We've visited a few times, but she never lets us in. She's only said she feels bad. Is it because we're totally useless? We let Eliza down so bad she doesn't want to see us, right? Oh, we're totally useless. You're letting it go to your heads. How about this? We'll go and pay Eliza a visit this evening. She hasn't wanted to see anyone. She'll probably turn us away. If we bring her some food Oh, right! If we bring her some food she likes, she'll definitely want to come out. That's a great idea. Eliza's always in a better mood when she eats her sweets. Alright. Good thing I happen to have some candy on me. She ought to like that. Awesome! Okay, get ready, folks. We're going tonight. Oh, have the bananas I picked yesterday. I can get some mangoes. Oh, that's right. Did Yogi get you a place to stay? Mm-hmm. He showed it to me already. Will you be comfortable enough? We're a little backwater. For sure. I love it here. It's so simple and free. The fruit is tasty, too. That's good to hear. I actually think you're more flea. You can go anywhere as a messenger. Do you want to see other places, Yota? I do. We've lived in Aquala since we were little. Never considered leaving. But slowly, friends from the outside started showing up. Inam, Rhodes Island. Inam brought a whole lot of stuff from out there with her. Gabriel and Zumama went to Rhodes Island. So, it got me thinking. Shouldn't I take a chance to see what's outside while I still have time? Oh. I grew up in a nomadic city called Florentia. It was a pretty big one. But you know what? No matter how huge the city seemed, it's still tiny compared to Aquala. I was always on the go as a kid. I loved wandering around the city, exploring. And I took every chance I got to leave it to see other places. But for the most part, those places were just other nomadic cities. The older I got, the smaller the city felt. And the more I wanted to see places beside the cities. Later, there was an accident and I contracted erypathy. You call it rock disease. It caused a lot of problems, and I had a pretty tough time. Ugh, I've heard. There's a lot of outsiders who aren't nice to people with rock disease. It must have been a tough time, Angelina. It sure was, but hey. I came down to the surface because of it. Became a messenger. And just as I'd always hoped, it wouldn't just be a short thing, but would mean I could set foot on genuine soil for a long time to come. I could visit places I'd always yearned to visit, and make dozens of new friends. And because of it, I'm now here in beautiful Aquala, getting to know you all. Then, it wasn't so bad after all. Yep. So, Yota, if you want to travel, I'll support you. Actually, I was gonna make time to head outside. I lost touch with some friends since they left the rainforest. And I really want to see them again. But I'm worried about what'll happen if I leave Yogi and the tribe. Trouble with the Durans, not being able to fix the Jungle 10. And on top of that, our food isn't adding up, and I don't know why. You'll definitely get your chance. You'll definitely meet again. Can you tell me their names? If I bump into them, I can pass on a message for you. Thanks, Angelina. I might not have a solution to the problem facing us, But the bad times always pass, just like the sun always rises. Oh, Angelina! Your words are magic. Thinking of the sunrise gets me all pumped. I like that line too, but they aren't my words. They're from someone I respect. She's a messenger too. It's because of her that I decided to become a messenger at all. A truly great example. Yeah. Sadly, I only met her once. I'd love to see her again one day if I can. Of course you can. If I meet her, I'll say hi for you. Thanks. Almost there. So, Eliza's home is near the bridge. That's seriously broken. Why didn't you repair it after it was damaged? Why bother? It's not like us or the Durans are gonna cross it ever again. With the bridge broken, we don't need to worry about the Durans sneaking in. I think that's great! Yeah, this is the one good thing to happen recently. With the machine breaking and Eliza getting sick last week, everyone was too sad to care. Oh. You said that the bridge broke a week ago, and the machine couldn't be fixed after that? That's right. And then Eliza fell ill? Yes. She must be totally exhausted. That's Eliza's place. Oh! Is that Eliza by the doorway? Is she grilling something? Looks like she spotted us. Eliza! Huh? Why is she running back? Looks like she's hesitating over something. She went to hide inside again. Let's hurry over there. Looks like she was grilling foul beast meat. Eliza, we're here to visit. I'm not well. Now's not a good time. You better go. Eliza, we brought you a bunch of fruit. Yeah, there's bananas and mangoes. You'll love them. I've got no appetite. I don't want to eat. Eliza, we just saw you out there. So it really is because we're so useless. You're angry and won't see us. Oh. If we were more useful, it wouldn't have turned out like this. Oh. Enough belly aching. Stop worrying about me and go! Her voice suddenly livened up, like she's not sick at all? That's nonsense! You should get going! I guess she doesn't want to see anyone today either. We should head back. It is what it is. Let me try. I might have a way to convince her, but I need you to leave first. I want to talk with her alone. Oh, no problem. Didn't I just say I didn't want to talk to anyone? Hello, Eliza. I'm Angelina from Rhodes Island. I'm a friend of Gaviel's. Huh? A friend of Gaviel's? I know a way to repair Jungle 10. Would you like to hear it? What did you say? I can fix it just fine. I'm just a little sick right now. I've also heard that you're a fan of candy, so I brought you a tasty, rare Colombian treat. Orange Storm. Don't think a couple of candies will win me over. You can have the whole bag. Plus, I told everyone else to leave so no one will hear us talk. Come in. I'm still sick. No need to fake it. You'd better actually know a way. Of course. Eliza, please take my hand and raise it upwards. Huh? Ah! How are you so light? That's my arts. I don't actually get the theory behind it, but I can make things lighter or heavier, myself included. Amazing. So what? So, I can make myself light, jump across the gorge, and grab a Durin engineer to help you make the repairs. Ah! I heard your mentor is on the other side, so why don't I fetch him for you? He'll know what to do. Is that not okay? Of course not! Don't worry about anything. I'm Gaviel's friend. I'm pretty capable. Wrangling a couple of Durins is no big deal. That's not okay. It's a foolproof plan. No one will find out. No. I mean, are you actually serious? Of course. But you won't have to use force, right? How else? You've severed ties with the Durins. If I'm not hands-on, how exactly am I gonna get him over here? Don't you worry. If he won't come willingly, I'll beat him until he does. Don't hurt him. He's a good man. He'll definitely be willing to help. Times have changed. I reckon we'll need to use force. No. Before this bridge was totally broken, he'd always sneak over to help me with repairs. Oh. You didn't hear that. Forget what I just said. I figured as much. You were doing this on purpose. That's so underhanded. So, can you tell me what the heck is going on? If I tell you, everyone will be mad. Tell me first, and I'll see if I can help you. Take a look. Everyone's really worried about you. If you keep on hiding it from them, everyone's going to think your illness is really serious. All right. Hey. So you're finally coming clean, Eliza? Yes, Master. I have Yota here, plus Sampa and Bonnie from the engineering crew. Hello, Indy. Hi, Yota. There's also Angelina, a messenger from Rhodes Island. Hello, Indy. She's a friend of Gaviel's. She said she'd help us figure out what to do. Angelina, this is Indy Slide Bearing. Durin Master Engineer, Indy Slide Bearing. Hi, Angelina. She figured it out. It started 3 months ago when the two sides fell out. Indy would sneak across at night and help me with repairs. Huh? I'm so sorry I tricked you all. Phew. So you're not dying, that's great! No wonder they said you were up all night doing repairs. But a week ago, the storm took out the bridge. That's right, so I could no longer make it across. Even with the two sides separated, Indy was guiding me from over there. But I'm not as good at him as him. I couldn't handle all the fixing. With both sides still fighting, I was scared to tell you I had outside help. All I could do was pretend to be sick. There was nothing you could do. Jungle 10's structure is pretty complex. It uses a lot of Durin tech that Tiakau aren't familiar with yet. It's understandable Eliza wouldn't know what to do. I see. I finally came out with it. I haven't slept well in so long. If I hadn't told you now, I'd definitely have ended up sick. You really worked hard. So, you know how to help, Angelina? I can use my arts to cross the gorge. And if you'll agree to it, I can sneak you over. Once the repairs are done, I'll take you back. But that's not gonna work long term. You're a messenger. You can't stay here forever, right? Right. Besides, as much as I hate to admit it, well, I can't fix machinery anymore. Huh? What happened? Did you get hurt? I'm out of booze! It's been 3 days without a drop! No way! Now we're up a creek without a paddle! He can only fix machinery when he's drunk! For real? But why is he suddenly out of drink? Last week they started rationing the alcohol. The food and drink we brought from underground is really limited. So before all the arguing, the Tiakau were helping out with that. We'd started planting crops together so the next year's harvest would not only meet our needs, but would also bolster the Tia Cow yields, giving them more than before. But now that's all gone. We don't have enough grain for both eating and brewing, so we've had to implement restrictions again. Other Durans need the Tia Cow's support too, and we're not willing to accept grain from other Tia Cow. A Duran without booze is like a machine without lubricant. It can't do a thing! Everyone's gone crazy looking for alternatives. They're even eating poisonous mushrooms rumored to make you hallucinate drunkenness. That's so dangerous! My hands are shaking so badly that I can't even hold my wrench. I'm totally useless. But the argument started 3 months ago. Why is this suddenly a problem? Before the bridge broke, I was shifting grain for everyone. I'd move 2 cartfuls a night. I'm super strong. Yeah, it was all Eliza's hard work. No wonder Yoda said the food wasn't adding up. Huh? Why didn't you just tell me? I'm sorry. The Durans can't take anymore. We're holding a vote tomorrow to decide whether the remaining grain is used for food or booze. I reckon they'll vote for getting hammered and starving to death. Not bad, eh? Eating should come first! Don't do it! This can't carry on. We need both sides to reconcile. I can go over to the Duran side and act as a mediator if needed. I can negotiate food in exchange for repairs. No way! It's too humiliating to ask the Durans for help! I think it's a good idea. Repairing Jungle 10 is our top priority right now. We can't fulfill our orders without it. And making it I'm hungry is way more humiliating. You know how that'll turn out, right? I know you're right, Yoda, but I can't let this go! When we fought with our MK3s, it was a draw! How can we give up without deciding a winner? I don't think anyone in the village is going to agree either. That's what I was afraid of. Neither side is willing to back down. They can't back down until a victor has been decided. But with things as they are, by the time a decision is made, it'll be meaningless. I understand your feelings, Sampa. So of course, you won't back down first. Angelina? I have an idea. Let's try this. The next day. Everyone's agreed to your plan. I spoke to Indy, too. He'll wait for you just under the trees, just east of Duran Village. Okay. Is everything alright? Don't worry. Angelina's incredible! No wonder she's Gaviel's friend. Duran Village. Oh, it looks worse than Indy said. Alcohol. Give me booze. Just a sip. Excuse me. Are you Indy? Indy? Are you Angelina? I can't take it anymore! Don't eat that, Indy! I brought you a drink! Let's hit the road! Time to reclaim our destiny! Croaky and some other representatives are inside. Please, come in, Angelina. Hello, Angelina. Thank you for coming. Duran representative, Croaky Diamond Face. This is Angelina, a messenger from Rhodes Island. She's also Gaviel's friend, and brings us a message from the Tia Cow. She's a friend of Gaviel. Gaviel's friend. Gaviel's friend. The Tia Cow have suffered a machine malfunction they can't repair, impacting their farming output. I've also seen that you've run into some problems of your own. As such, I propose a collaborative recovery operation. You all know you have a grain shortage right now, but if you work with the Tia Cow, we can get out of this predicament. How do we do that? Angelina, we all respect Gabriel, but those guys on the other side, there's no way I'm bowing my head to their tasteless ilk. Yeah, right. Besides, we moved here with several months of supplies. How can we be so low? It doesn't add up. That's right. About that, let me explain. Indy? The reason we weren't short on grain before was my pupil Eliza sneaking it across the bridge for us. Eliza? So it was that girl. But a week ago, a storm completely destroyed the bridge. I never imagined. She couldn't bring the grain across, so of course we ran dry. That's what happened? If we work together, the Tia Cow have promised to keep providing us with grain. In exchange, we have to help them repair their machinery. That way, they can undertake larger-scale farming and satisfy both sides' needs. I was repairing machinery in exchange for food back then, so I believe a deal like that is entirely possible. Chatter, chatter. One additional point. Once grain deliveries begin arriving from the other side, Aqualan liquor will no longer be rationed. I think everyone is missing it. Aqualan special brew! No more rationing! But, doesn't that mean we'll have to tolerate their terrible taste in alcohol? My aesthetic sensibilities can't handle it. It's a pain worse than death. When we fought with our MK3s, it was a draw. We still haven't decided the victor. If this goes unresolved, who will listen to those designs plans? I totally agree with you. We absolutely need to decide a victor. To be frank, the Tia Cow think we need a victor too. Okay, then let's decide. Yeah, let's do it. You know, all that liquor was a gift from me to you. I think that since the argument started with alcohol, it's only right that we end with it too. No problem. When it comes to booze, we're not losing to anyone. You can't just rely on hot air. Since both sides had their own take on improving that drink, you should put it to work. Complete a brew and see whose is best. That's good. I think that's okay. I think additional spices is definitely the way to go. But there's one condition. I have to finish this stint of work before I can bring you the recipe to make it. So, before that, you'll all need to work together to tackle farming and preparing enough grain. Once I'm back with the recipe, we'll hold a tasting session with your new brews. The victor will be decided through rigorous judging. The Tia Cow have already accepted this challenge. They're just as confident that their approach is best. Everyone, will you accept the challenge? Definitely, of course! No way we're losing to them. Then, let's hold the 32nd vote of this quarter. Shall we work with the Tia Cow and accept the decisive liquor challenge? All in favor, raise your hands. Whoosh. We have voted in exchange in favor of working together, but we do not admit defeat. We will prove that our booze is the best. You're crazy. Our ballads are way better. Save the hot air. Just wait. Our liquor will see you swallow your words. When the time comes, you'll be bowing your heads in defeat. All right, let's get the temporary bridge up. Ooh. Whew. Ha. We know our spirit's the best. Spirits are a serious field of study. Spend a few more years drinking and then get back to me. I'm done arguing. Our booze will be proof enough for everyone. No chance. Victory is ours. Indy! Long time no see, Eliza. I missed you, Master. Okay. Let me go already. Ugh. After that, Indy repaired the Jungle 10, and both sides resumed their peaceful lives. The matter was finally resolved. I could go back to my mission. You got enough water and supplies? It's not easy to resupply in the desert. I've got plenty. Angelina, here's some dry rations and fruit juice concentrate. It's lightweight and high in energy, compared to theirs. Huh? How could that stuff possibly taste good? Come on, Angelina, take some of this fruit. Huh? I already have some fruit. Angelina, take more of our energy drinks. Take more of ours. Take ours. Oh, I can't handle all this. All right. We don't want to weigh her down anymore. The road ahead is long, and I have no idea what awaits. Thank you so much for all this, Angelina. Indeed, we're very grateful to you. Not at all. No matter how you look at it, this was partly my fault. No, don't say that. It's really not your fault, Angelina. We're so happy you'd send us a gift. And you helped both sides get through this crisis and make friends again. I'm so happy it all worked out. Well, I'll be going now. I'll come by next year with the liquor recipe. Perhaps I'll be ready to join you by then? All right. I'll be sure to recommend you some places then. We have one more job for you, Angelina. Oh, go ahead. We want you to judge the liquor tasting next year. Huh? But I don't drink. Pretty please, Angelina. We think you'd be fair. But that's why this journey excites me. We can drink while we're hitting the surf in the Great Aqua Pit MK2. Deal. To be continued. I need to be more careful next time I send out gifts. It nearly caused a big problem. Thankfully, it was handled before things went south. Also, Croaky told me that the MK3 bombing inspired her to come up with a new way to have fun. Launching people with barrels of drink in the Great Aqua Pit, chugging while they're careening downward. They had already started testing when I left. I wonder how it worked. As much of a thrill ride as it sounds, I think I'd rather just try out the regular Great Aqua Pit MK2. The end. Goodness. Old man yelling at cloud. A sunny beach, a huge water slide, and a drink, and a bunch of robots fighting on the side. Sounds like a fun beach day. It's really hard for me to do the manga reading. Goodness. I feel so awkward doing the manga reading. Goodness. Well done, thank you. I think what I need to do is I need to, I think what I should do is I should, like, find the actual, sounds used. Like, the actual sound files, in case I need, like, basic things. Awkward, maybe, but as long as you have fun. You did good. Angie's awkward too, so it fits very well. It's so difficult. The sound effects are amazing. Thanks, I appreciate it. I feel like I should probably grab a soundboard just to make this slightly less awkward for me. I don't know. I'll have to see. I don't know. Sometimes I debate if it's worth trying to do the manga reading on stream. It's just like, I get very self-conscious about the manga reading. A soundboard would be nice, yeah? All elephant trumpets in different pitches. I don't know, I'm debating on it. I'm just, it's... It's tricky, it's tricky. Alright. I think, Let me think. I'm sorry, I'm trying to wrap my head around things. Proposal, the soundboard contains you doing the sound effects. No, I can't do that. Gotta add some bomb sounds in there just cuz. Oh my gosh. I mean, there are a lot of explosions in these stories, so yeah. I could not do the sound effects. Vessa was like suggesting a stream game where it like records your voice into different animals, and I'm like, I could never do this because it's okay. If you stream, you don't hear yourself as much, so it's okay. If you edit video, it's really hard because you have to listen back to yourself. And if you have to edit video while doing silly sounds, it's even more awkward. So I don't know. I can't. I'm honestly surprised that I've, like, gotten far enough to the point where I can, like, tolerate listening to myself, but it's not necessarily easy. So no, I do not want to hear my own voice making sound effects while trying to read a story that's already hard enough as it is. Alright. Let's jump, there we go. Hey, to leave, phone's almost dead, needs charging. I'll draw another piece to make up for it. It's okay, Trion, you don't have to constantly be drawing different pieces. I do appreciate them, but like, you know what I really want to see? I want you to focus on like, your own stories. I'm curious to see what your own stories entail. You don't have to include me in them all the time, but I do appreciate it, but you don't have to. I want to see like things with your stories and your characters. I think that'll be really cool. Imagining Ron's sound shortcut with your own voice. Sounds terrible. Should hop on Limbus where they voice their own characters so you don't have to voice them. If you don't mind 99% gore. Jeez. I mean, I feel like I can bring something to the table doing the voices when I'm doing the vignettes and things. It's just, yeah, it has its ups and downs, I suppose. Alright. Let's swap over here to, hang on, trying to figure out. Alright. Do store, and we'll do outfit and manga. Alright. And let me change this to this. There we go. What a great transition, huh? I'm getting better at this, aren't I? Did you turn off the voice, by the way? No. That's a great point. I was trying to be so smooth. Hi, Chobai. I was trying to be so smooth, and never mind. I tried. All right, we'll attempt that again, I suppose. All right, are we? Yeah, are we good? Hang on, yes, off. I'm paranoid. We're good. Did you try? I did try. I was like, oh, there's some more outfits that we can review. Take 2, action. Goodness. Oh boy. You could have checked by clicking on Kyubai. I mean, I already knew I didn't have it right. I already knew it was off. I mean, I already knew it was on. Yes. So oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, sorry. I am trying to handle a lot of different pieces of confusion right now. Yes, off, you're paranoid. Okay. I didn't think that there were any problem ones here, but I also didn't think that there were any new live 2D that we hadn't already checked, so. Anyway. Reddit store, please, you guys. I didn't log on today, okay? I didn't get a chance to log in. You're gonna have to live with the orange button, okay? You're gonna have to live with the orange button for a hot minute. Oh my, Oh my god. Ugh. You guys. Fine. There, I'm not... Alright, happy? There. Mental toll is big. I've been studying all the different wars of Higashi. When are we ever? Alright. Rascally bunnies. If I had to take a shot every time you said you don't handle confusion well, you'd be a turret. Oh my god. Wascally wabbits. Ugh. Alright. Okay, wait. Before I start, because I didn't even ask earlier, and now I'm, like, not planning things as well as I should. Are there any outfit descriptions that I have to avoid, if you happen to know? It's only the ones that cost 24 that change voice lines, which isn't many, and none are active now, so why voice is off? I think there are, but it's precautionary. It's just precautionary. But yeah, is there anything that I need to skip, or is there anything that I need to... Are there any outfits to skip, or are there any, descriptions to skip? We are now rabbits? Not Hattori, you have always been a rabbit. The minute you come into this stream, you are rabbit. You are Stargazer. Stargazer is rabbit. Don't think so? Okay. I'm always paranoid by this. I'm sorry. I'm always paranoid by this stuff. Okay. Alright. Okay. Sand Reckoner. Alright. This is a very interesting layout. I like the bold colors. Very, very, very bold colors here. This is also a really nice chibi. Dang. The chibi is also very bold. I like the little bird. There's a little nice chibi bird here. The blue and the red are great color contrast. Actually, this is a very primary color-driven skin, right? Because we have blue, we have red, yellow, and blue. So it's a very primary colors-driven skin. Let me see the whole... So he has a stat. Oh, okay. I couldn't tell, in the preview, but it's like, it's a door. It's meant to look like a doorway, except I think we're in like a swampland, a marsh. There's lily pads around here. I love the bird designs. They're so bold. So let's see. There's definitely like, I'm seeing the Eye of Horus references. I like how this is clearly outside in a swampland at night, and yet you have these man-made lamps and lanterns lighting the way. And then also these abstract stars as well. I want to get a closer look at the birds here. The birds have their own outfits. That is amazing. I can't tell if this is like part of the... This one is definitely just an outfit. This bird is wearing a capelet. This one, I can't quite tell if it's part of their design or if they're also wearing clothing, but I'm liking these birds. They have a very, very stark, visually intense design, which is really nice. Very vibrant royal blue. Nice soft gold, and then little tiny bits of red for pulling the whole thing together, I guess. If it was only blue and gold, it would probably fade away because aside from the blue, it's a pretty soft color combination, but adding the red kind of drives your eye over here. Suave birds. Yeah, they are pretty suave, aren't they? The little tiny touches of red do a great job of leading your eye around here. the touches of red in the design of this hood, the lining of the hood, and then bringing our eye here to this jewel that he's holding. Is this from the minigame? I swear. And then even here, there's just a tiny little touch of red in the staff. Oh, because the minigame actually represents currency, right? I didn't actually get to read through the Pepe event, so I don't entirely know the meaning behind the minigame, but hopefully I will at some point. So everything is very ornate, everything is very delicate. See anything in the trees, or is it's pretty abstract? Again, this is interesting, look at this. There's just this tiny little brush stroke of red, just to get a little bit more visual interest. A little bit more here, a little bit more there. Tiny little brush strokes of red. Really, really interesting. Tiny little brush strokes here. The soles of his sandals are red. It's mainly a primary color situation, but it lends itself really well to basically harmonizing all the color theory here. It's kind of interesting the way that they drew these stars. How they're just sort of like, they're line art. They're not, they don't have any depth to them. They don't have any weight. They're just sort of drawn stars. I do like the composition though. It's very nice. It's a stable composition. It's interesting how it shows this doorway feeling, except this branch is sort of poking out of the doorway on both sides, right? The branch here, the branch the birds are sitting on, and where the staff is, and the staff is kind of leaning against this branch and going outside. I love this marriage of the inner area of the doorway and the outer part sort of just being painted on top. Kind of creates this difference of dimension and perspective. And I think they did a really good job sort of balancing the patterns too. So we have some where it's just like a simple pattern, but there's a lot of fabric elements. There's a simple fabric element, but more complex patterns. And then there's this with the graphic star design. It's got a lot of different... It's got a lot of different jewels here. I wonder why triangles are such a widely used motif. Is it for like I wonder why that's such a chosen pattern. Because most of this is triangles. I love these birds. I'm totally biased toward the birds. I was thinking it would be pyramid motif, but I wasn't sure if that made sense. If all of your use of the symbol was like pyramid based. I wasn't sure if there was anything else to it. I like how they balance the darker colors up top and on the bottom here. And then the light is sort of in the middle. But then it's, there's enough shadow, there's enough highlight and shadow here that it's balanced really well in the center. And the pose is also really well positioned too. It's like a very stable composition, right? It's not perfectly flat here. We kind of get this feeling of sand on the edge of this door frame. It's really nice in the sense of like it flows, the branches flow nicely, the branches kind of lead your eye. Sort of leads your eye to him holding the gemstone above his head, of course. The branches going this direction towards the right and then this direction towards the left create this sort of spiral effect, which is helping lead your eye directly to the subject in the center, which I really like. I think it's overall, it's pretty strong. It's fairly simple, but it's very effective. It's really well done. And this is one of those things where it's like, if you're an artist, you could probably learn a lot from trying to replicate this type of thing, just the choices used in the movement, the branches and everything. It's really well done, and I think that the color contrast and the hue contrast is its most powerful elements. The tiny little bits of red just sprinkled in everywhere, and then heaviest in the center. There are just some really good choices being made here. Alright. Misaligned Sightseer. New arrivals, Horus's Rest. Lasvar understands that even clockwork foul beasts occasionally need a break from yellow sands and clamorous crowds, finding a moment's rest on branches. Interesting. Right, these are called clockwork foul beasts, right? I do remember that from the minigame, but that's about it. Alright. Who do we have? Alright. Nightingale is our next one. This is very pretty. I think that, wait, wasn't somebody trying to show me this in like an effort to make me pick Nightingale with our stream meme redeem? Yeah, someone was like, she holds a prism. You have to have her because she holds a prism. Alright, I need to see this in its glory, especially the fact it's live 2D animated. This is really, really pretty. Okay, yeah. You know, in terms of shapes, I do think that the triangle is probably the most effective shape in most areas and probably what informs my design aesthetic the most. Tempted to grab this one and I don't even have her. I am too, honestly. I feel the same way. I am also very tempted to grab this even without having her. But it's like, you know that if we don't have her, then you can't have it on the screen. But it's like, you know, it's, what's the word? It's, no, not collateral. Insurance. It's insurance, right? It's insurance. Tempted to grab this one and I already have it. No, triangle motif is really strong, really well done. I feel like the triangle motif in design is one of the best forms of beauty, right? Because if you're doing something round, it's very friendly, it's very soft usually, or it's very voluminous, it's very large. If you have something square, then it's very sturdy, very earthly, very grounded. And if you have something triangular, it could either be used for evil, it's usually like sinister, sharp, menacing, or it's sharp and elegant. It's very sharp and elegant. Triangles are probably, if you're going for something that delivers more intensity, more drama, more nuance, then triangular shapes are the most effective in delivering that, and I end up using it a lot in my work too. I mean, even just with like, the way that I presented myself from PNG to Live 2D, right? My eyes used to be shown as being much wider, much rounder, much more like, what's naive, I guess? And my eyes have since taken on a sharper, more triangular, shaping to them because it is something that it's taken a little bit more seriously. It's treated with a little bit more nuance. So the triangle motif being present in this piece throughout really works for Nightingale herself. Also her horns, even though they're rounded, because just, you know, there aren't really many triangular horns, the fact that they go end at this tip has that triangle motif as well. It's interesting how the background is sort of being fractally divided, right? You sort of have like these upside down pyramids, these right side up pyramids, this architecture going throughout the piece. I love this movement. I don't think you can read that, no. This very celestial movement, this very celestial pattern. It reminds me a lot of compasses. It reminds me a lot of, what are they called? I always forget the names of them, but the, I forget. It's the 3D compass with the globe in the center. I always forget what they're called. But it kind of gives me this. It gives me star chart feelings. Is this the... Okay, there's like a moon motif here with the galaxy inside it, and then it's spilling out sand. There's a lot of symbolism going on there. I don't know the symbolism myself here, but that is really, really nicely done. This moon and sand connection is really good. Her pose is extremely elegant too. This is really nice. This sort of like dark side of the moon, but showing this whole galaxy. Gyroscope? It's not a gyroscope. It has a different name. I think it starts with an A, and I always forget it. It either starts with an A or an O. I use it visually all the time. I love the motif of it, and I always forget what it's called. I'm not great with remembering words and terms. Astrolabe, thank you! Thank you, Catch. Yes, thank you. Astrolabe, thank you. Thank you. Why do I always forget that? I don't know why. Or orrery, yeah. They're pretty much the same thing, aren't they? I don't know why I always forget Astrolabe. I literally use it constantly. We have one in the library, and I always forget the term. I don't know why. I never remember the item we own. Anyway, this movement reminded me of an Astrolabe. I don't know why that throws me so badly. Thank you, I appreciate it. Alright. My gosh. She is really, really, really pretty in this, though. The different colors in the dress are nice. The cyan with the magenta is really good. And again, the sort of like white and gold motif is that's happening. This white, gold, and blue being repeated. Draws you with the writing on the top, then the moon, sand, waterfall draws the eye downward to the moving water, with a broken movement forward, leftwards, toward all the triangles. So damn nice. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It definitely catches your eye because there's so much movement happening here. Then you go down here to the sand. And then to the moving water, and then it has a great travel point. Oh no, she lost one of her sandals. Oh, she did! Nightingale, you lost a sandal there! Oh no! Oh my goodness. Even if it's like in a year or two, I'm excited to eventually be able to read through the event. I'm curious what this place is supposed to be or looks like. I won't know it for a long time, but it's intriguing. It's definitely intriguing. It is just so, like, visually nice and gentle. Alright. See if I can zoom out here. So what is your, what's your idol? Oh! It turns into a bird? The prism becomes a bird? What? What? Wait, what? Hang on a sec. The prism turns into a bird? Alright. What? Is it a real bird? Is it a fractal bird? Is it a fractal bird? It's kind of a fractal bird. Interesting. Prism equals Astasia, brain exploding. This is... I can't tell if that's, like... It doesn't have the typical line art that she does, so I think it's meant to be a fractal bird. Like, not a physical living bird, right? I think it's more of like a spirity type of beast. That is so strange. I would, if you had asked me to guess what the prism turns into, I don't think I would have said a bird, but I am very intrigued. What's a bird motif with Nightingale, not to mention her name? Yeah, that's fair. I will have to wait a while before I get to learn about Nightingale. Alright. I also really love how the clouds are done with the stars, the galaxy motif. It's just the color choice is really nice, right? Because so many times when you have a galaxy or... I mean, I understand there's kind of like cloud, river, ocean motif happening as well, but this combination... Sometimes it's usually like really dark and really like deep outer space, but these soft pastels are a really good choice that you do not see super often. So I'm happy with that. All right, so let's see. Now that we had the voices off, let's see the full animation here. Okay, the bird fluttering. Oh? Oh? Huh. No, I'm so confused. I'm dying to know what that means eventually. So the animation is that the prism turns into the bird. The sky gets darker, the moon gets way brighter. The sand stops falling. And then we have a prism again. Very intriguing. Very, very intriguing. I'm definitely curious to learn what that means. There's so much. Wait, I'm trying to like see which pieces I need to pay attention to as the animation goes. So, is the bird going into the moon? And then the prism comes back. The moon gets so much brighter. It almost looks like the bird is like flying to the moon. And then I think the sand stopped, didn't it? The sand does stop. The sand stops. The bird flies into the moon. And then there's this prism. And everything else gets around darker so that you can see the intensity of the light of the prism. I wonder if it has any, I wonder if there's like a time element going on because of the sand. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Can't say much, but animation draws parallels with Egyptian mythology. I don't know Egyptian mythology too well, but very curious to learn in the future. Yeah, there's this sort of like, upside down pyramids, movement, stars and moon, and then the fact that the sand stops flowing, I think is the part that I'm paying the most attention to. The fact the sand stops flowing is sort of this stopping a moment, and then everything gets much brighter. Very curious. Eventually. I know I'm not allowed to know now, but dying to know what that means eventually. Overall, the balance of the warm tones and the cool tones is extremely, extremely nice. It's just a very, very well-balanced piece. I am indeed tempted. It is really nice looking. Nightingale just looks so elegant here. Alright. Misaligned Sightseer, new arrivals. Laku of Flows. In a nap-time dream adorned with gold, the earth swells beneath Liz's feet, supporting a homeland. The sphere of the heavens turns above her head, spilling its golden rays upon her. Very nice, very nice. The chibi is also really good too. This is very sweet, elegant chibi. I like when the chibi has clothing that can sort of flare out a bit, take a little bit more of the chibi's sprite space, and I think this does a good job with it too. I think that's really, really nice. All right. Next up here. All right, Horderer. This is the meme skin, isn't it? This is the meme skin. Oh dear. All right. Interesting layout, interesting layout. Come to my casino. The man, the meme, you guys. Alright. Okay, settle down, guys. Settle down. Alright, let's see it for what it is, okay? Let's see it for what it is. Okay, so we're on the water. I'm guessing these are like graphic icons of lily pads? Interesting. Lots of cat relation. Is oh. Okay. I see innocent W in here. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Alright. Okay. So there's, let's see, they're showing the background using the triangle, which is interesting. Triangle motif, anyway. W looking extra devious. Ugh. Is that... Of course it is. Even in, oh. Even in the ruins, even in the pyramids, huh? Even in the ruins and pyramids, somehow. Somehow. Okay. Right. Alright. Great. We have Innis, okay. His sword kind of looks like it's from a crustacean. It does, it gives me a crustacean vibe. I feel like the sword is made out of something crustacean related. I'm so confused why you've got, like, you know, the typical cat motifs, and then you've got W and Innis, but then everything's still surrounded with the cat statues and everything. I mean, okay, the coloring is really nice. Like, the warm tones mixed with the cool tones. This is always interesting. When the yellow tones in the shadow take on more of a green tint, that's kind of a more advanced color technique. Kind of the way they're doing it here. It's like, it's gray, but it's not dull. It's like more of a saturated green everywhere that you see the yellow here. And again, I can tell that there's a little bit of color aberration going on in the back, where you see the magenta peeking through. The Megan Texan boots? Why? Wait, you're right! Why are these... What? Wait, there's like the stirrup and everything. Why? There's the spurs. Why? Why? Why is this an Egyptian skin with Texas boots? What? They've got the spurs and everything. I I'm so confused. Those are not weather appropriate. Obviously, W broke in and drew graffiti on the walls. Culturally sensitive graffiti. Oh, jeez. This must be his first time in Saigon. It's like, I heard it was hot. It's probably just hot like Southern Colombia. Oh, dear. Okay, this is... Sir. This isn't a regular pant rip. There's stitching along the edges here, which means you chose that as a fashion statement. This is not war-torn battle tear. This has embroidered edges. You intentionally have like claw mark design on your pants. Why? This, if this was just like, you know, fought from a wild beast or something, or from a battle, then they would just be teared and frayed. But no, they're not. There's, what's the word? There's gathering, there's, what do you, what's the back of stitching called? This is so intentional. This is like lock stitched embroidery. No, not seams. There's, it's overlocked. It's, I forget the technique now. It's used with a serger. Serger seams, basically. Never understood ripped pants. Some people will make them look good, so I guess we're stuck with them. But this, okay. It looks good because it looks like you're strong in battle, but this isn't a strong in battle ripped pant. This is an intentional design choice. No, not serger. Serger. When you use a serger machine to finish off a garment. I know people who are in fashion and clothing. So, I should know this term. You use a serger to finish off the garment to make the seams cleaner, and that's what it looks like. It looks like the edges were serged. It does not look good, though. It doesn't. It's either serged or embroidered, and neither of those choices make any sense. So that is quite interesting choice you got there, friend. Between the embroidery on the pants and the cowboy boots, and... Okay, so then you got, like, actual battle scars. If you have actual battle scars, you didn't need to fake your pant scars. He has a writing instrument with an ankh on top, which is interesting. And then he's also got a feather braided in his hair. 2 feathers braided in his hair. I'm not even gonna comment on that one. Bet W clothed him in as a joke. Ah yes, this is the fashion. Just trust me. The heck. And then we've got like this eye patch here with blue ink for some reason. Okay. I do like the little vibrant brush strokes of red though, like in his hair and everything. It does do a good job to make the piece pop more. Just the little vibrant brush strokes. I feel like this is staring at me. I don't like it. Like, I don't like how they feel like they're staring at the viewer. Jeez. This looks like it's made with opal. I feel like you'd probably have opal to work with here as a jewel. It doesn't look gold. There's a lot of different colors through it, so it looks like it's made with opal. And I'm curious, I thought that these were, because these were here in the water, I thought they were just sort of an abstract way of describing, like, the lily pads, but now, because this is on the top here, I'm not so sure anymore. And again, it's interesting that they chose to show the background with a triangle. It's definitely interesting. It's a good composition overall. You know, it does a lot of good balancing. The fact that he sort of is, like, leaning against this structure and has the billowing cloak and the billowing parchment, it has a good layout. We've got sort of this great movement going on. There's also a lot of different... Interesting that he also has bandages. Okay. The movement of the bandages is nice, at least. Again, I do think that the layout of the color is good. I think there's a lot of good color work here. A lot of good color in the shading. The chromatic aberration is strong. The balance of the blue and gold is still very good. And then using the cooler colors in the shadows is still very good. Definitely still a lot that confuses me about this piece. The fake damaged clothing and the cowboy boots definitely being part of that. It definitely does seem like W would send this as a joke. Yeah. This is definitely, this is an interesting one, I have to say. This is certainly an interesting one. I see why it is memed to death, for multiple reasons. But, ironically, the reason it's memed is not the reason I would meme it. I would meme it for many different reasons. I really think that the cowboy boots is probably a huge element of that. Alright. Misaligned Sightseer, new arrivals, courtyard of Nekka. Out of curiosity, Horderer knocks open the door to an ancient courtyard. He stands before a tranquil pond, engraving the beauty he stumbled upon into his memory. Huh. Okay, then. Very, very interesting, sir. The cowboy boots are even more prominent in your chibi. I will never understand this. But you know what? You do you. They're so big in the chibi. They are. Alright. It's like, hey, if you didn't realize, if you didn't notice, just letting you know, we definitely put in cowboy boots. They definitely have spurs. We absolutely added cowboy boots. Have fun. Alright, crazy man. Oh, there's nothing wrong with cowboy boots in themselves. There's nothing wrong with cowboy boots at all. It's the fact that you're wearing cowboy boots in a desert that is not southern Colombia, that doesn't belong here. That is the main thing. There's nothing wrong with cowboy boots inherently. They just need to make sense for where you are. If you focus, you can hear the clink from the spurs. Maybe we should arrange a date for him with Croissant. Oh my gosh. Orderer Jones ready to find relics. Is that why they did it? Was that what they were going for? No, because then he would have the hat. That's wild. Alright. Weedy! Alright, Weedy. What do we have here? Ooh, this is very pretty. Her dress looks like porcelain. Alright. It's very interesting how they keep showing the background by using the silhouette of pyramids. Like we saw in the previous skins. It's really interesting. Because sometimes it's sort of this abstract shape, and in all of these so far, the background silhouette has been pyramids. But not actual pyramids themselves, just being used as the background. I really like that design choice. That is really, really nice. Alright, Weedy. The rocks here are really nice. I like the... I guess these are probably used for carving. They look like they would be good gemstones. I don't like the gemstone that you have here as part of your decoration. They're definitely, yeah, I'm getting the sort of porcelain-like vibes. Okay, so these rocks are being collected. These rocks are collected, so I'm guessing it is material for carving stones. She has a little scarab beetle bracelet. That's cute. It's an interesting design decision. I like that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. So these rocks here in the water that are being gathered here, it seems like they are being used for currency. Since she's holding it here, I think it's a finished version of this. So it looks like these do get gathered. She looks too thin in the outfit? Let me see here. Maybe that's because we're seeing her from like a 45 degree while she has one foot in front. I don't think it's that off. Because if her hip is like about here, and then it would go down to her leg, and then her other hip is about here. I think it's because we're seeing it from like a 45 degree. I don't think it's that off. It's probably the angle. I like her leafy sea dragon friend. Her little leafy sea dragon drone here. I like how all of the pets also get their own clothing. That's always fun. It's always interesting because I never think that anyone else knows leafy sea dragon. Such an obscure animal. We've got the obelisk here, and probably the entrance of a temple, judging by the statues over here. Ooh, I like this. I like how they took the color of the sky to use for the birds, and then as it crosses over, the birds change color to white so that you can see them better. But then there's sort of this, like, the background here is much more graphic, there's no shadow. And then as it leaves the background, the shadows come back and gives it more realism. So it goes from realism to graphic. That is a really interesting... I like that. I like that switch over here. That's interesting. Is her tail visible? Tiny bit right there. Tiny bit here. Multiple obelisks. Okay. Team Thin Tail wins again. little bit of a tail here. It's probably like, again, I think this is the 45 degree angle we're seeing. Because otherwise this tail would probably look, not thicker, but larger for the proportion of her. So I think that we're seeing her at an angle that makes her look thinner. Because think about it, right? if this is a fashion magazine, and in general, when you do fashion magazines, a lot of times they want the model to turn away that makes them look thinner. And usually a 45 degree is the desired pose for that. So the way that she's posed, the elegance, the fact she has her arms up here, she has one arm to her face, one arm out, and one foot in front of the other. It's a trick that they would use in fashion magazines to make the character, to make the model look thinner. So this actually makes a lot of sense to me, to be honest. And again, just the balance of the gold and the blue is really good. And I just noticed the robe attached to a Robo Sea Dragon twirling about. This one here. This kind of like ribbon going through the piece. It's a good way to connect everything, I think. It's a good way to add movement and depth. I like it. I think it's very pretty. Very dynamic, yeah. The dynamism does a really good job to show the depth of the space. Misaligned Sightseer. New arrivals, Sejum. Weedy treads the boundary between sand and water, tracing the flow ever deeper. Is what she hears the whisper of the sea of salt, or the greetings of the sea of sand? Interesting. Alright. It's a very nice one indeed, yeah. It's very, very nice. And again, good chibi. Good chibi. I like how the pattern, the sort of wavy porcelain-like pattern, appears very strongly in the chibi. That's really good. Sometimes I see some elements in a skin design that I really, really like, and then it's kind of thrown away in the chibi, and it makes me sad, so I'm glad that they did a good job reflecting it, making sure that it shows through. And her tail! Her tail's very visible here too, which is very important. Bassville, hello, hello, hello! Welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you are doing well. Isn't it kind of the wrong time of year for that? For the Padaru? Alright. Next one I think I'm familiar with, just because I haven't reviewed it, but I think I'm familiar with it. The way her sea dragon is positioned in the chibi makes it look like she has a giant plant growing out of her head. But oh my gosh! Because of the nose tangent? See guys, this is tangents. Why did you have to point that out? Do you see the issue with the tangents now? Do you see the issue with the tangents with the leafy sea dragon's nose now? This is the problem with the tangents, guys. Front and center here. This is the tangent issue. Oh no. Oh goodness. Oh dear. Alright. With that being said, I want to see cute cat. Oh! Oh, I didn't realize it was animated. Oh no. Alright. Golden Glow. Golden Glow. Sweet summer child. Literally. Literal sweet summer child. Oh no. Oh, you're so precious. Alright, pretty kitty. Oh, I love how sparkly everything feels. Everything just feels very sparkly. Oh, I love the petals too. This is so nice. It's a really simple composition, but it's, it lends itself well by the fact that there's so much movement going on. My gosh, how do you do this, Nami? The movement of the water is so nice too. Gosh. The like twinkling of the water. This part of her staff represents looks like a watermelon, resembles a watermelon because of the beachy vibes. Oh my gosh. She has a tiny little pool floaty on her tail. Her shorts are super cute, see? Yeah. Oh, the flower embroidery is great. Wow. And then this sweet little chibi pink cat. She's got like a trellis, like a... Interesting. It's a really, really simple composition, which I think makes sense why it got live 2D animated. And I think this is one of those things where you should just like have it, like on your home screen, you would probably have it more zoomed in, right? You'd probably just have like the whole thing visible close up. So it's a really simple composition. There's not too much going on in the background, but because of that, the live 2D lends itself really well to being noticed more. Yeah, I think most people probably would have her on their home screen like this, right? Like front and center. I love how there's so much sparkle going on. Oh. But this must have been a lot of work for Nami because I can only imagine how many elements here needed to be separated. There's so many different pieces. And to animate this, it all has to be separated. That would be so much work. My gosh. How do you handle that? That's so much work. This honestly, like, okay, maybe it's just me because I like things that are much more plush. This seat, while looking really, really cute and having really great, laces and tassels and everything, it actually does not look comfortable. It does not look super comfortable to me. But I'm someone who would, like, burrow in a bunch of blankets if I could, so... Alright, we've got plenty of fruit. That's good. I'm looking at it from, like, a live 2D perspective. I'm trying to figure out, like, how many layers Nami had to use. So, okay, this you could... no, there's a lot of... I can tell which is one piece and which are separated because of the resolution of them. So this... this flower here and this one here are probably fully separated. And this one, I think these three are separated. The rest all look like one piece that's just sort of being warped. This is still... I have no idea how people do flower petals falling. That's something I do not know. This... Okay, the two movements here, a little bit of movement here. This could maybe be one piece. The fruit and the movement here. Kind of hard to tell. Maybe two. It would be, okay, it's doable. It's doable. There are a lot of pieces that are painted together, I think. But there's still a lot going on. Like, that's separated, that's separated, that's separated. Her... I don't think these are all individual, but I'm not really sure. I do really love how bright and, like, pleasant it is, though. The whole thing is so cheery. The swimming ring on her tail is a 3D model? No, I don't think it's a 3D model. I think it's... two pieces. Let me wait for it to move again. Yeah, I think this is 2 pieces. I think this is the front and the back, and then the back is stretched to go both ways. For the left side, and then it goes down and it gets crunched into the middle and then shown back on the right side. I think it's 2 pieces. Might be more for the transition? Might be more for the transition, I can't really tell. If it was me, I'd probably end up doing it in 2 pieces. I'm trying to see how it's moving. I think it's 2. I'm not really sure. The vibrant colors are hard to paint, though. It's really smooth. Yeah, the rigger did a really, really great job. The vibrant colors are really, really hard to pull off. Like, bright beach scenes like this that still have enough depth and shadow to not make it so blown out or so pastel that you can't really notice any of the detail. That's not easy to pull off. So the darks in the hair, even though it's like pastel pink hair, the darks in the shadow of the shorts here, in the boat, in the cooler. There's a lot here to balance everything and still make it feel really, really vibrant and cool and beachy and summery. Alright. So what is the... trying to get this about here. What is the idol? Alright. Cat knocks over her glasses. That's cute. And then what is the actual animation? Staff glows. Watermelon's very good. Alright, it's simple, but it's sweet. It's very sweet. It's very gentle. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more here. So it's taking a bit of a bite of the watermelon. And everybody's happy, including the cat. Wait, why? I don't think it's poor cat. I think the cat just wants some. Oh, I see. The cat does want some. He cries at the end. Oh. Aw. Give the cat a little bite. Just a little bit. Just as a treat. The staff gets an extra charge for her enjoyment. I was wondering if that was the case. If she was affecting that. The poor cat. It's really cute. It's sweet. She's very, very gentle. This is a lot of work. Nami does a really amazing job with details. She's really, really good with background elements. I have to give her a lot of props for that. And the little cat on the head is very cute, too. I like how she still has her watermelon. That's really fun. Summer Flowers series brings out a girl's figure and physique using all natural material. Pursues the summer's hottest trends. Infinite watermelon. Perfect. That's all we need. All right. All right, Myrtle. Myrtle, who we ended up pulling in recruitment. Hello, Myrtle. All right, let's see this piece. All right. See, again, what I was saying with the shapes earlier, right? It's round and bubbly, so it's like soft and innocent. There's the roundness of the umbrella. There's the roundness of the inner tube, the roundness of the hat, the roundness of the duck. This whole thing, the roundness of her head, the whole thing is just soft and round and like very, 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 very innocent, very unassuming, very... There's zero element of danger here. The round apple, the round bread, everything here is round. The only thing that's not round is the leaves. It looks like crumpled fabric? wouldn't this be her flag? Wouldn't this be like the flagpole and the crumpled flag in the suitcase? I don't know why it's clear though. I guess just so the audience can see what it is. Again, this is doing a really good job with making the darker colors though, because you have the darker color in the umbrella, which is, it feels like it's in shadow because it's against the almost pure white of the actual umbrella, right? So the umbrella's color itself is pure white, but the shadow is a sort of mid-tone bluish gray. And because it's a mid-tone against the bright, bright, bright pure white, it comes off as being darker than it is. Easier to go through security at the airport. There you go. It comes off being much darker than it is. And it also lets the difference of her light in the back of her hair and the front of her hair have a good balance as well. I think that the leaves here were really needed. The dark leaf motif adding a little bit extra texture, a little bit of extra pointiness. Not making the whole thing just feel all bubbly, round, and soft. It adds a bit more contrast and a little bit more color. I think that was a good idea. And then it's supported by the green ribbon on her hat. Really like the reflected light showing the brightness of the scene. Yeah, it does a really good job with it, I think. Again, we have sort of the sparkly water on the distance. I don't really understand why there's a giant duck and an inner tube. It seems a little bit redundant, but that's fine. It was probably done to balance the scene anyway. Because if you didn't have that duck there, then the other side would probably feel a little bit too empty. So the duck, also matching the same color as the butterflies, which is a really good touch, does a good job to bring the composition of the whole piece together. You haven't even mentioned the rainbow, remarkable restraint there. Yeah. It's interesting how it's following. I'm trying to see how it's following the curvature of the umbrella here. It is really, yeah. It's in between the two butterflies, which does make it easier to spot. I feel like it's kind of shoved into a corner in a way. It just kind of gives like a little bit of a... This is... okay. I'm trying to think of this from a composition standpoint. If it was back here, if the duck was not there, yeah, then it would be behind her. So it has to be in front of her. It has to be the same way she's facing. Yeah, I guess it really only fits there. I think the fact that the sky here and here is sort of like squeezing the rainbow into the corner slightly bothers me, but I don't think I would know how to fix it either. There's a lot of different reflected light being used, though. A lot of really good contrast of light and dark. Especially, like, the shadow here, and then the bright sunlight. The bright sunlight and the shadow actually is doing a really good job mirroring the dark umbrella and the bright sunlight hitting the top of the umbrella, too. Another angle on the parasol, so the rainbow would have more space. I like the angle of where the parasol is now for her and how it's sort of framing her. I like the framing, and I like how it's a little bit asymmetrical with her hair. I think the only thing you could do to fix it would be to change the... silhouette of the structure of the skin itself, but I feel like that would get messed up too. The framing around her works here, and the balance on the bottom works. And this piece of the outfit mirrored with the duck to give a little bit more visual difference. It works well. It has a good balance. It actually has a bit of a triangular balance despite the entire thing being round. I don't know. I get why they have the rainbow there, but it kind of feels a little bit like an afterthought. At least the red of it, though, is doing a good job reflecting her hair color. I do think that works well. So you've got, like, you know, faded red, and then main red in her hair, and then a little bit more red in her smaller apples here. That's a good choice, I think. Alright. Alright, it's the same description here. Summer Flower series brings out a girl's figure and physique using all natural material. Pursue the summer's hottest trend. I think it's a good chibi for her, though. I think that the chibi works. I think that the umbrella being this darker purple does a good job of framing her face. And then you have, like, the pure bright here that you can also see. I feel like I would have added maybe she would have been carrying the floaty or something. There's a little bit of missing space here, I feel. I don't know. I feel like she'd be carrying one of the floaties, or the hat, or something. Something here. But either way, it's nice. Alright. Sec here. Next is... Alright, Surtur. Isn't this one of the most popular skins in Arknights? I'm pretty sure this is like one of the most popular skins, isn't it? Wow. That was intense. I feel like this one is known for being very iconic for some reason. I see it everywhere. I'm trying to remember if I even saw it before diving into Terra, or if I recognized it before. But I've definitely seen this one everywhere. I mean, look at it. Fair enough. It's Surtur in a swimsuit. There's no way it isn't incredibly popular. I think it's so funny that everyone says that Surtur has no lore, and yet I see her used in so many different things. Especially, like, if you listen to epic fantasy music, she is randomly used in, like, half the thumbnails for some reason. But yeah, I can see why it's so popular. Already off the bat, though, I can see that the chibi is not doing it justice. The skin I can see being really, really popular on, like, a home screen, but the chibi is not doing it justice. I'm not getting the same vibe. The chibi's a little bit lacking. Alright, let's see the whole... Okay, yeah. I see why people would want this on their home screen. Even just the balance of color is really good. And it's sunset, and that always does a good job. Okay. I like how the actual silhouette of the piece is sort of the hut that she's under. It's a really... It flows really nicely. There's kind of a... There's sort of this flow down into where these leaves are. So it's balanced on both sides, right? You have your canopy of leaves here and over here. So they're balanced well on opposite sides of the canvas itself. She has Nightingale's missing left sandal. But then Nightingale has her right sandal. We're gonna have to, oh my gosh, what is this gonna be? This is gonna be like the comb and the watch. And then we have her giant lawn sword here that's just sort of sitting against the canopy, except I mistook that for one of the canopy's legs earlier. I like how it's sort of decorated with jewels in this skin. It's got like little motifs, little decorations, and some nice flowers too. And it's tied with a bow. She tied her sword with a bow and some really long ribbon trails. Wouldn't that get caught? Wouldn't that be like... I'm not sure about having long ribbon trails around your sword. Wouldn't you just accidentally cut them? Like how are you not accidentally cutting your own ribbon here by accident? The color scheme is really great though. The fact that the whole thing is extremely pastel and her hair is so vibrant and it's hitting the sunlight through the canopy and it's just the brightest thing in the piece and it's causing your eye to just go straight into the center is really, really, really interesting, really good. Magic ribbon? Fair enough. Fair enough. I think it's, yeah, I think, I really like how the background blends, the background of the sky and the clouds here. The clouds blend nicely into the fabric of the canopy. The sky blends nicely into the ocean here that's flowing through, or the... It wouldn't be... Ocean would be moving a lot more. I guess it's on a lake? It does feel beachy, though, so I'm not sure why the water is so still. Very, very tropical, though. I like just the little elegant movement of her toe hitting the water. A lagoon? There you go. Yeah, that would work. The sky having this sort of iridescent quality to it across the water makes me happy. And also because it's sunset, it's allowing the clouds to take on more of a peachy pink and orange color scheme, which is bringing the color back into her skin, her hair, these flowers. It's all laying out nicely together. All right. You're right, it is funny. She only has one sandal as well. It really is the other sandal. She has a little... Okay. Alright, I'm jealous of your dessert here. I'm jealous of your dessert with the little Amiya cookie in it. What the heck? We've got, cherry parfait with Amiya cookie. And I guess we stole one of Myrtle's apples. I'm surprised that can stand so stable. Having your parfait on the, on this, like, floating, platform here. You think Ami gets weirded out by how often other operators have her image as food? Maybe that's how they sell it. Maybe that's just part of Rhodes Island. I love the... I can't get over how vibrant and nice the color is. It's doing a good job balancing with the petals here. This must be some sort of effect. I don't think that these are individually drawn. I think this is a particle effect. Her hair matches the cherry design, and I would have said this was strawberry, except she has a cherry in her mouth, so clearly this is a... Well, no, the cherry could also just be a garnish on top. It might be strawberry. I don't know. Regardless, it looks really good. This is a technique I really want to learn. This thing where the line art is colored. This line art is like vibrant red, vibrant green, vibrant magenta. The line art being colored gives a sort of vibration to the whole piece that makes it look even more visually eye-catching. It's very subtle, but the piece would look a lot duller without these pure, like, orange highlights and things like that. Alright. What is your idol here? Oh, okay. Oh! Oh, she can't even get her parfait because the birds get in the way. What? Wait, let me see that again. The sun, and then she reaches the parfait is glittering, and she reaches for it, and then the birds get in the way. Oh no, that's terrible. It's too dangerous. You can't reach your parfait, the birds will take it. Asuka's really good with that, like how the shine in Surtur's hair is cyan/teal. I have noticed that in Asuka's work, yeah. Asuka's definitely good with throwing in, like, all the different colors in this very vibrational way. I need to, man, I need to study, like, so many artists. Hippity hoppity, your parfait is our property. It's the seagulls from Nemo. Alright, and the animation itself? Oh! What? Everything's on fire. What was that? Surtur, what are you doing? Wait, what was that? Grabbing the sword and then causing it to be on fire a little bit. Is that to scare off the seagulls? I'm a little confused by the movement here. It's just like, it's embers, but why is it, she's causing the embers, but why? Earthquake? Volcano? You tapped her star and she got mad. I thought that was only in our base. She saw you the way you were looking at her dessert. I mean, it's a good dessert. It's a good dessert. Look, I'm not one of the seagulls. Ignore the wings. It's like, it's funny, right? Because she's not even like... This is totally just a threat. This isn't an action. This is just a threat. This is just showing what she can do. And then this is just sort of like a back off. Give her more ice cream and you're her favorite doctor again. I'll see if it's in the budget. That's Surtur alright? Just sort of like... Just sort of like establishing her place, right? That's amazing. I can see why this is such a popular skin, because it's such a balance between simple and complex. It's just a very satisfying skin to have on the homepage. Even for people who don't know anything about Arknights, I can see why pretty girl with sword on beach is very popular. And it was probably one of the earliest ones, I would imagine, so... I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it. Also, again, the depth of the canopy is really well done here, too. The depth of the background, the depth of the canopy, the water coming in. It's like, it's simple enough in composition, but there is still a lot going on that I can see why so many people ended up falling in love with this one. Alright. Coral Coast. Colorful Wonderland series. The cool and comfortable blends well with diverse decorations for a unique interpretation of summer. Alright, fair enough. I do wish her chibi was a little bit more, I don't know what I would do. Maybe I would make the fabric flowing a little bit more. I do like how she has her parfait, though. That's nice. That's good for her. She got to keep her parfait. Her chibi somehow makes her not pop. Yeah, the chibi is like... I know that there's a lot of limitations with the chibi, but I think I probably, at the very least, I think I just would have made the fabric more flowy. She's much more color depth in her art, yeah. And I understand that you have to simplify it. You can't use, like, Ask's cyan highlights, probably. But considering there's, like, this nice flowing fabric here on her cover, I probably would have just made that go out a little bit more so it looked a little bit more flowing and elegant, and that probably would have done a lot, just sort of filling the space a little. Sturder coincidence? My gosh. Also, Nanatori, you probably stepped out at this point, but I hope you have a good rest of the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Alright. Next we have... oh my gosh, how do I pronounce this? Is it, Brofita? Brofita? Briof... Is it Fi or Fi? Hang on, I don't think I'm gonna get this one right. Briofta? Briofta? Briofita. Fita? Briofita, okay. I'm sorry if I get your name wrong. That is really difficult. Thank you, Google. Briofita, okay. Bryophyta? Oh, wait, that actually does kind of ring, that actually does sort of flow a little bit better. Bryophyta? Kind of with that break instead, okay. Bryophyta. I think that's a really tricky one. All right. Plants that bear fruit. That's the meaning of it? Bryophyta? Interesting choice. Interesting choice. What? Oh, okay. You must be Liberi. You have a bird around you. And okay, yeah, Liberi. I can see the feathers. Bryophyta, okay. I'm going to have to... you guys are gonna have to remind me of that later. If we do an event and he appears on it. Okay. Very, very graphic looking. Very graphic. Lots of graffiti, vibrant, bright paint here. A division of small flowerless green plants which comprises the mosses and liverworts. Interesting. Bryophyta is the phylum of mosses. Bro, if we're on a mission and I have to yell your name, this is not easy. You're not making things easy. All right. Fighter, okay. Just call him bro, but then that might summon, like, any male knights. I just say bro, and then Elysium and Mountain both turn around at the same time. He spells out the Moss connection in the onboard line? Okay, fair enough. Not a problem at all in my book. I can't just call out the operators with bro. I'll have like half of them turning around here. Good to know you count Mountain as a bro for all that you put him through. Okay. I do like the vibrant colors, and I do really like the dynamic pose here. This is, there's a lot of action happening here. The dropped drink, I guess? The dropped drink here is doing a lot to sort of convey movement. His sort of, like, hand scarf bandage thing flying in the wind, the bird as well. The jacket movement, it does show that this is sort of like and then the time of day with the sky, it does have this bright, airy summer or spring feeling, which I like. It feels like some sort of like college campus of some form. This, you know what, this kind of reminds me of, I don't remember the operator's name. But this reminds me of one other skin that we, I think it was, I want to say, no, it wasn't Aries. I forget, I think there was a cat, I think there was a feline operator that had like a similar, like docks, beachy, I got the same vibe as one that had a skin that we reviewed, and I think there was a cat, and everything was very, like, neon-colored, graffiti-like. I think there was a soda machine in it? I don't remember now. Anyway, I'm getting the same vibe, that, like, bright, beachy, coastal, popping color, graphic feeling. I like how they do a really good job of changing our perspective. It does feel like we are looking down, or that we are down looking up. The camera angle is really good. We have the worm's eye view working with us. Cora Serum? That sounds familiar. That was probably it. MG, I think that was it. I think it was, Serum skin. That name sounds familiar. I'm pretty sure that was it. Thank you. But yeah, I think that that skin and this one have a very similar vibe going on. That punchy, graffiti, summery feeling. I think what makes this one stronger is how much movement is going around. There's a little bit of fisheye lens going on, I'm just realizing. There's a little bit of fisheye. The way that these are bent a little, the way that the structures here have a little bit of a curvature towards them, this is showcasing, a little bit of fisheye going on, a little bit of fisheye lens. So we have the worm's eye view, the fisheye lens, the movement of this fallen drink here, and all the different signs and angles and roofing and everything. It shows a lot of movement, and it gives a lot of good dynamism and depth. Let's see if I can... It is simple. Danger, okay. There's like the strange little quickly drawn stars. Very, very graphic. Oh, they're using the Spider-Verse effect. They're using that sort of Chromatic aberration. It's interesting that it kind of looks like there's just pen scribbling all over the thing. Is that a cactus? Is that like a diamond cactus? That's funny. There's like a little diamond cactus motif here. This is also cactus? I'm not really sure. Very, very cactus-y feeling. I think that's a cactus flower. Many cactus motif. A little bit different than moss. I get more cactus vibes from this. The bird too. There's a lot of like scribbling all over everything. This has such a Spider-Verse design. I feel like the whole thing is going to move in that Spider-Verse animation style. That's sort of like choppy, slow frames per second thing. It's so graphic and crazy. It feels like it's gonna pop out Spider-Verse looking. But the angle is really good. Looks like a photo someone decorated or made into a poster. I agree, yeah. I agree. The angle for looking, if the background was not here, this would not feel as dynamic. But because of the railing here, because of the steps, because of showing the roof above him, it makes him seem so much taller, and it makes us feel like we have the worm's eye view. That's not easy to pull off. I have to say, that is not easy to pull off. I think they did a really good job with that. The dynamism with the shoe as well, with the foot showing the sole here, because of the kick of the leg. Not easy pose to do. I have to commend them on that. The bottom of the body looking larger, the top being smaller, the proportion being very swapped. Instead of being like half and half, it's a little bit skewed. Makes the character's foot look much closer to us than their head. Really not easy to do, so I can admire that, I think. Alright. New arrivals, Vibrant. Clothes Ennis wears when he's in a good mood. Specially chosen for him by his family. Close-fitting, snug, and easy to move around in. Okay, fair. The fact that there's so much magenta in the skin itself, and then there's like no magenta in the chibi is kind of throwing me off, because the magenta seems like such a big element to it. And then there's none in the chibi here. But it's okay, there's enough color that it's still, the purple helps, I think. The purple helps a lot. The green with the blue with the yellow is like all the cool, this is all the cool colors in one design. All of the cool colors at once. Interesting. It has a pleasant gradient? Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Alright. And then, I think that's it, because then it just goes to who we already have. Green, aqua / azure, purple, and magenta. Green, aqua. It's kind of bouncing around a little, I think. Green, aqua, azure. Purple, magenta. Yeah, I can kind of see. Yeah, it's bouncing around and playing with it, but it makes it more vibrant. It makes it more active feeling, so you know what? I'll take it. All right. I think that is all our current fashions so that we are ready for anything new that comes with the upcoming event on. Well, you guys are gonna get to jump into it Friday. I have to wait one more day. So I'm excited for you guys for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not going to be touching it or diving into it until stream on Saturday. I will do my best to try to do daily shorts. I really don't know how well I will be able to keep up with it. I will try my best. I'll see how it goes. But yeah. Tomorrow we Gamba. I wish you all the best of luck. I wish you all the best of luck in Gamba. I hope you got who you want. I send my blessings to you guys. I really, really, really wish you the best for tomorrow. I hope things go well. I will see you guys Saturday myself. I will see you Saturday. It will be a big, fun day. We will see how everything goes. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. If you have not yet joined the Discord, subscribed on YouTube, or followed on Twitch, definitely consider doing so. It would be great. It will help you get notified when there's streams. Gamba for goldfish. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Alright. I wish you all the best. Have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, or night, wherever you may be in the world, or the many, many worlds beyond. And thank you so much, Stargazers. I will see you Saturday.